What? 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 Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you?
Just data, dumbass.
Fuck the hell off. Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Why can't you? Why can't
I love Tesla.
I did this. Why can't you?
Fucking thing sucks.
Good morning. We're here. We did it. We made it. And all thanks to you because you believed in us. You clapped those and thought those happy thoughts, and we grew our little fairy wings, and we're back to give you, what do they call us? The F Slur The View podcast.
The what?
We got called the F Slur version of The View podcast.
Oh yeah, by some fucking
Nobody.
MAGA. Yeah. Some brainwashed idiot.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a little scuttlebutt in the chat. For those of you that are on the portrait, if you do not like it, go to the regular one. It's still there. I added this so we can get new people in here. I'm not trying to ruin your experience, take you out of your immersion.
You're ruining it.
No, the regular one is
it.
still there. I added something extra. This is additional. This is
I don't know,
additional.
I when I started it yesterday, I was like, why are there two streams? What's going on here?
I'll put the link for the regular joint in there. Oh God. Oh God. Hearing myself. Oh God, is that my voice? Oh God.
Oh, it's the worst, isn't it? I hate hearing myself. When I did some clip editing earlier, and when I was doing it, I was like, oh my God, keeping the volume as low as possible.
I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I was trying to help. No one likes it. Fine. Ugh. I was
Why we can't-
helping.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Oh, that little two Tyrannosaurus Rex that I live with is awful. I don't like her. She's mean.
Maybe you can trade her in. Get a different
She
one.
slapped me with a little person toy. Them is hard plastic. And then she screamed in my face.
Most people don't know this, but Amanda and I are going through like foster training.
Mm.
So we can foster kids, and we just went through a training about like what legally you can do as foster parents to like discipline foster children and like what you can't do.
Keep your beard nice and scratchy. That's about it. That's your only defense. Is, oh yeah, my little kisses will be irritating. That's all you got.
And like we also learned about like what if you get a child who has like behavioral issues, or like they are from a home where they're like abused or whatever, like they're not taking it out on you.
Right.
They don't know how to cope.
And sometimes there's substance problems and stuff like that, which can hinder people's development. So you just treat everybody like a person.
But they talked about like possible things that could be triggers for kids, and like dogs is one of them. So like we're gonna have to like be super careful about like the dog's barking or whatever, because that could be like a trigger for kids.
Well, once the kid sees the dog, it might be all right.
Yeah, I mean they're fluffy little dog cats. So
and let's be clear here for everyone listening at home. These are the larval seals that you call dogs. I mean, pugs are mostly sea lion, if I'm not mistaken in the genealogy. If someone is afraid of a pug, we gotta get in here for a hug. Get in here for a hug. Get in.
I met a kid once who was afraid of Zeus, and I was like, he's like the nicest dog ever. And she was like, oh, get him away. I was like, what do you mean?
Oh, that's funny.
One of my friends
like, if you don't like anything he's doing, you could just literally get up and walk away, and he can't touch you. He is ill-equipped to stop you from leaving any room forever.
Now, Apollo, on the other hand, can be a bit like in your space all the time. He's a shadow. He follows you everywhere. Like,
He's helping.
yeah, no, he just wants to be a part of whatever you're doing.
Part of that world. He wants to go where the people eat.
So we have to go for like serious parent training, I think, next weekend.
Yeah, all self-defense.
Yeah. It seems like part self-defense. But it's been interesting so far. I've learned a lot about like the legal ups and
Yeah.
downs of fostering and like how they actually do it, and the court side of it is very interesting.
Kids are weird, right? Because like when we moved in here, it was just me and my wife. Now there's a third person on the lease, which is also strange. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't, and now there is.
Does she
And
pay
then-
her share?
No. And then she costs more than the rest of us. If I'm being honest. But then on top of that, it's like, yo, you be arguing. You didn't even exist. I'm over here having an argument with somebody who wasn't even here when we first fucking got in here. Like you weren't even in here. So I had no one to yell at. I'm like, that's racist, probably. I don't know what you just said, but that's probably racist. How dare you?
The pugs also evolve into Shar-Peis. In the Pokemon world, that's what they would poke evolve into.
Zero is a Shih Tzu Maltese. So I think his next step up would be like a Lhasa. Because I didn't realize how like big those things were. I thought they were just like a Yorkie kind of thing. It was like, no, those things are like 45 pounds. It's like, oh, look at him.
Yep.
And then I think
Yep.
final form would be like that dog with the dreadlocks. That big white, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know what those are called. Hey, chat, what's the name of that white dog with the dreadlocks? They know everything. Collectively, we can. Yes, you read it out, Aaron.
Please join the round table tonight, 8 p.m. UK time, with Reagan Elite. The link is below. Here's the link. Click it in the chat.
Do that shit. Do that shit.
A slick snake.
No, he's not, Tim. Don't push that button.
Hey, Reagan Elite and I have to get together and do a wrestling podcast.
Should we just bring him on like Mondays? You guys should have a Monday wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
And I'll officiate and ask stupid questions.
We'll annoy Mikey with wrestling.
I mean, we tried this before, but then it was just me and you showing up anyway. So at this point,
because certain folk who we will not name, Wayne, couldn't be bothered.
All three of them just fucking poofed in the wind. I was like, y'all are the wrestling nerds, not me. Weirdos. Uh-oh. What's wrong with Chihuahuas?
Oh, they're just nervous dogs. That's all. They're just nervous. Apollo gets very nervous when he goes to the vet. He starts shaking like a Chihuahua.
Zero's not afraid of anything, but you do go first.
Apollo will go first, but if it's something
hell
he
no.
doesn't like, he'll start shaking like he's been abused.
Zero will just be like, go on, one step at a time. I guess that's how we're doing this. No, you told me to heal, so I can't. Going out in front, that's against the rules. I'm pretty sure you told me I'm not allowed to do that, so I'm gonna stay back here, and you go on in front.
Whenever our fire alarms in the other house the batteries would alone, they start chirping.
Ugh.
It would seriously like do mental damage.
Yeah,
to Apollo.
yeah.
He'd start like shaking.
Roll for sanity loss.
Yeah. He's
That
like,
shit
where is that
is-
sound coming from?
It's really loud. It's really loud for them. I think God, what is their hearing? Their hearing is 8 times better, but it's shifted down. So they get more highs and they have a lot more lows.
Yeah. So the loud noises, likey.
Me neither, man.
And fireworks. He hates fireworks so much.
Oh, I have a Veterans Day video for us.
Daily Blase is going to be on Reagan Elite show.
Sweet.
But by tomorrow, we'll be back to letting the veterans slip through every crack in our system. VA hospitals are still understaffed. Veterans wait months for an appointment. And this past decade alone, about 30,000 veterans have passed away. There was a study done in 2023, and it found that nearly 1 in every 5 veterans face unacceptable wait times. Can you imagine fighting for our country and waiting half a year to be seen by a doctor? That's the reality for a lot of our veterans, but I mean, at least they get a free appetizer on Veterans Day, right? And then also mental health. For decades, we've watched the number of veterans facing a plethora of mental health issues just increase.
Whoa.
PTSD,
Whoa.
depression, anxiety, and unfortunately
Whoa.
unaliving themselves. They say that now about 22 veterans unalive themselves every single day. They weren't able to navigate through the system. And then women face challenges getting reproductive care, trauma care. They face harassment at VA facilities that were built for men. Even the veterans that seem to just have it all together, a lot of them have invisible wounds. They're coming home to a place that they don't recognize, a place that doesn't understand them, a place where people are telling them to just get over it. They lose their sense of purpose.
Behold, I give you fire. Layered. Behold, my majesty.
Community, and sometimes their will to live. And it's so understandable because the stigma around mental health in the military is seen as weakness to get help. So they oftentimes avoid getting help, and that just leads to burying it. And that doesn't really help. It doesn't disappear. It just gets buried deeper and creates more trauma. Trauma and stress that can manifest into many different disorders. I talk about this all the time when addressing my autoimmune disease, but they're just told to get over it. And hey, here's a free burger on Veterans Day. And where is some of this stress coming from? Just trying to live. About 33,000 veterans are homeless. That's 1 in every 10 Americans. A lot of them.
1 in every 10.
Damn.
And you wonder why the soy boy, F-slur, cuck boys are anti-war. Because 1 in 10 are fucking homeless, bro. Like, they throw these people away. So for Veterans Day every year, convince your friends to be anti-war so we don't have any more of this.
Don't qualify for disability, and they come home to see that their military skills don't translate to regular civilian jobs. And then there's the scammers who specifically target veterans with high interest loans because nothing says thank you for your service like trapping them in debt. And then did you know
Cars. It's always cars.
that some veterans actually get deported after they serve because they weren't aware of the process of becoming a citizen? I guess they thought that serving in the war would guarantee citizenship. You would think, right? But no. And aside from mental health and financial, some of the veterans that were lucky enough to make it home live with lasting effects from being exposed to toxic chemicals. For example, what they called
Thank you, John Stewart, for getting that legislation passed.
Agent Orange in
And,
Vietnam, they were
Hog.
exposed to toxic chemicals, and it took the government until 2022 to take responsibility and actually help. They created the PACT Act, which expanded healthcare to veterans exposed to those chemicals, but that was decades later. Decades. That's how long it took for them to admit that, hey, maybe them breathing in these poisons was actually bad for them. Let's help them out. I mean, they can also get 10% off their meal every Veterans Day. So, I mean, it kind of works out. Like, thank you for your service should not be the end of the sentence. It should be the beginning of actual action. But what do I know?
Yes. So it's one thing to just do the Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Think about veterans for the rest of the year and how policies affect them and how you vote and how you purchase things. These are our friends, and they kind of are getting fucked over right now, along with everybody else.
All the time.
And they'll be shuttled around and used as little puppets for people's shows. I mean, it's not like somebody had a fucking parade on his birthday, you know. Make them march, made them get out of bed and go march in the rain. You're gonna earn your 40 grand. Like what are we doing? And a lot of the times people are in that situation because they're broke and they're like, this will be 3 hots and a cot. I'll be looked at with all this esteem and all that shit. And they make bad decisions. Bad decisions. But they got to come back. We got to get them back. No MAGA left behind.
That
Oh,
that is a thing, man. No MAGA left behind is a thing. That's why Trump's
no,
pardoning all those people.
that is a coincidence. That was a coincidence. Yeah, I realized it was David Hogg. I was like, what was that famous guy? Yeah, I hear you, Kay. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, just don't join. And most of the time, it's the broke kids that they get. You know, they promise you college
Mm-hmm.
and also like, yeah. If they already had free college, would they join the military? If they already had healthcare,
And I
perhaps they
actually
wouldn't join.
I have some friends who were military vets from going to college. In fact, one of my well, I guess newer friends from college, you know, she is partially blind because of her military experience.
Mm.
Like she was exposed to some stuff, and she was in the Air Force, I believe. And you know, it's rough because, you know, you're left after service, you have, you know, possibly disabilities, and
Right.
the GI Bill is all you kind of got after that.
Which was always given out equally to all people after all conflicts.
Forever.
It was it was never used as a literal crowbar against certain people. Oh great, she's up. Dude, she slept like a rock finally. I just went to sleep on her ass. So I got a video for you.
What goes for Simeon?
For all of you Chicago lovers out there, which there should be several.
Career Academy is in trouble for taking his players on an overseas trip. But he says he didn't know he broke a rule and even got the trip approved through CPS.
He took his team on a similar trip a couple of years ago and was hit with violations for that too. But he tells us he didn't make money off of any of these trips and he's not staying silent.
Okay, where do you think they went?
Mexico.
My message to Chicago is, you know, we got to step up and do things that may be untraditional, unconventional to help these kids.
For Coach Tim Flowers, basketball has never been just about the scoreboard. It's a passport, a way out, a way up, a way to give back. And for boys growing up in some of the toughest communities on the South Side, it's a way to be exposed to life beyond violence.
I got two young men. He's lost his father to gun violence. He was in a car with his cousin Greg, who was a freshman at Simeon, got killed by gun violence. He's lost so many people, and it's pent up in him, it's built up in him.
That's why the coach for Simeon Career Academy's Wolverines didn't hesitate at the chance for an overseas trip to Hong Kong this September.
Bro, can you imagine being like, hey guys, huddle up, everybody take a knee. We're going to be doing an extra basketball camp because y'all have been missing layups. We're going to Hong Kong. I would lose my shit, bro. Lose my shit. Like, we're going to the playground. I would be losing it. What a fucking, the best field trip. Hella. Dude, the food. Oh my God, Tim, the food. And they're going to westernizing it for you because, you know. Hey, Daily Blase.
For 6 days, Coach Flowers says it was never about competition.
And we were going for a cultural exchange, foreign exchange opportunity, but it was around the game of basketball, using basketball as a magnet to bring not only our kids to Hong Kong, but they also brought kids from Australia, kids from Japan, kids from Malaysia. Our boys were able to get out into the country with them. They were able to go out and go eat with them.
Documents provided by Flowers and reviewed by the Fox Chicago News team show Chicago Public Schools officially approved the trip before departure.
And this letter right here is the itinerary for everything we submitted to CPS that we would do on the trip.
Okay, so they were aware that you were going, exactly what you would do every single day.
Yes.
Those same records indicate the trip sponsors included Goat Lab, a Hong Kong-based training group, and the Derrick Rose Foundation, which helped fund travel costs for the players.
See, the Derrick Rose Foundation. Derrick Rose, I mean, MJ's from here, but Derrick Rose is our champion. And come on, man, they got the D Rose Foundation to pay for it. And y'all hating? What's going on?
Pros played at the school, along with many other NBA grades. But despite the approval, the IHSA later ruled that the trip violated bylaws restricting team activities outside the official season, citing organized practices,
Come on,
scrimmages, and coach instruction.
She said, y'all said they got extra practice time. Come on, man.
Flowers appealed in this letter from IHS.
You said they got an advantage because they practiced an extra day. Come on, man.
They issued on October 15th came with harsher penalties.
And that turned into 6-game suspension for myself, a steady 4 games for my 2 assistant coaches. They reduced the number of season games we can play from 31 to 28.
Wow.
And then they also took away 3 or 4 of our initial practice days by pushing us back from November 10th when everybody else in the state would be.
They was only gone 6 days. Two and a half of them days was travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Think they were dribbling on the plane? Like, what the fuck?
Started and they pushed us back to November 13th.
Now, Flower says what hurts most isn't the suspension, it's the inconsistency. He argues that other Illinois programs have participated in fall leagues and out-of-state showcases without any consequences.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
If people are doing fall play, wouldn't that fall into the same thing?
The timing, Flower says, couldn't be worse. With 7 seniors on the roster, many hoping to earn college scholarships, missing those first few games could mean missed opportunities in front of recruiters.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for cutting my season short. I'm at Simeon, one of like the most famous basketball recruited high schools ever. Thanks. Just cut some of the game short. Maybe the recruiter could only make it to those first 3 games, and now they're not going to happen. Thanks. Like, fuck off, dude. Y'all are hating. Y'all are hating, and you're going to lose this year.
Mikey, I feel like we're bearing the lead a little bit here. Aren't we supposed to be talking about Trump and Epstein? Epstein and Trump?
Are you still talking about, what was it, Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
Oh. Did something happen with that?
Yeah.
What I miss?
Everything.
What do we get the files?
Kinda, yeah.
Today we're talking about the 20,000 Epstein files that got released. It's a complicated picture involving a lot of powerful people, but let me just say right up front,
I love the way his brain works, because this is how my brain works. Hold on. Like where you just have like these big, like there's a big void, and then you have entire articles and stuff, and then there's like little lines. That's exactly how my brain works. Kind of like behind me. It's just a big kitchen floor, and I just have like Polaroids that this is great. I love Voidzilla.
Least it's a complicated picture involving a lot of powerful people, but let me just say right up front, this is an ongoing story. There's a lot that's going to be released in the coming days. So just understand we're going to do our best to explain what has been happening, because this story has been full of twists and turns. It starts with the Democrats releasing 3 emails from the Jeffrey Epstein estate. One says that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. A victim spent hours at my house with him. Another says the victim, Mar-a-Lago, Trump says he asked me to resign. Never a member ever, Jeffrey Epstein. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked.
All right, that's it. Pack them up.
Game over.
Pack them up. Checkmate, baby. Gotcha. All right, we're done here. Let me celebratory horn. He's impeached, right?
No.
Why is there more to this video? We're done. Fucking we have to do it again? Fucking
yeah.
We got him. Ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
Oh, if only we had all the buttons.
I do have that button. It's right here. All right, Tim, it's going to echo for a second. Hold on. I have to do it. I have to do it. Have to do it for the Vine. Do it for the Vine. You ain't going to do it. Do it. We're old.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Worth it. Totally worth it. But we're done here. He's busted. He said he didn't know nothing about that. And this says he does, so he's done, right? It's that easy. It's that easy, Tim.
He's still president. He's still.
Let me check my phone.
President of the.
And then the third email is from Michael Wolff talking about Jeffrey.
See how maybe it's Trump Jr. I mean, Trump is a very common name.
I mean, there's a Don Jr. and that guy is full of cocaine.
That's what they said. When they said Donald Trump, they were actually talking about his son. What if he named him that just for the
just so could be a
that
patsy
occasion
down the road?
You've activated my trap card.
His name is Donald Trump too.
You just said there he is. Get him.
Epstein's association with Trump, saying you can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it looks like he really could win, you could save him generating a debt, basically implying the idea that Epstein would have some kind of compromising information on.
Shit, not until he took your ass to jail and them cameras turned off. What debt? Where'd that debt go?
On Trump. But that was just the start.
What did they say? What's that? When the government prints money, quantitative easing.
Oh, quantitative easing.
Yeah, you got quantitative eased, brother.
Part of it, because then after that, the GOP came out swinging. They said Democrats whine about releasing the files, but they only cherry pick when they have them to generate clickbait. You deserve the full truth. And then they released over 20,000 files. Some of it had to do with Trump. Some of it didn't. Importantly, 2 of the emails that were in there were some of the ones that the Democrats released, except they were unredacted in the GOP copy. And these lack of redactions are obviously very intentional.
Whoa, whoops.
Whoa.
There's Trump and Virginia. Oh,
Yep.
Whoops.
So we see first, I want you to realize the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. And then it says, Virginia spent hours at my house with him. Now, that name is really important because it's Virginia Giuffre. She was the Prince Andrew accuser, but importantly,
Oh, my God. We didn't even talk to the Brits about that.
No, we didn't.
Good on the Brits for just being like, and you're out. No. And you go now. No, don't say shit. Just get your shit and get out the door.
I was in Ireland when it happened, and boy, the Irish were excited. They were excited. They were like, that's what they get.
They said you can explain while you pack. Don't just put it in the box, and start walking the fuck out of here.
And
or was all that kind of like celebratory? I gotta grab her real quick, so I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah. I was actually on a train from Cork to Dublin, and we were talking to a couple of ladies, older ladies. One of them was British, one of them was Irish, and the British lady was like, "Who else do you think it is? Who else do you think it is? Like, do you think it isn't anyone else in the monarchy?" Like, we were having a big conversation about the Epstein stuff, and I was like, I don't know. Could be. You never know. But I mean, most of the media over there is kind of, you either get the Irish media or like the BBC. And the BBC was very it was wall-to-wall coverage of former Prince Andrew. And when it happened, I think it was during the day, and we started watching this news coverage of like Prince Andrew, and I was like, what's going on here? And it started spreading all over the place. I was like, damn, they're taking his titles away. He's got to move out. And then they just had a camera. They had a camera at his house, or the house, wherever it was, as he was like literally moving. But so that happened while I was there. What else did they talk about? Now they just talked about like he would lose all of his titles. His name would go back to what, being Windsor? Is that the official royal last name there, Windsor? And he'd have to move into like a cottage or a house that the family owned that wasn't like royal property or whatever. He'd have to find a real job instead of being prince. What's this? White House calls newly released Epstein emails a distraction, a hoax as pressure mounts. Yeah, the Trump did that immediately on fucking Lie Social. He was like, "Oh, it's a hoax, and the Democrats did it, and blah blah blah, and they're just trying to distract from the government shutdown that they fucked up." No, man, you did those things. Epstein said you did those things. Oh boy. Let's see if I can find it, because it's actually should be here somewhere. Let's see. Epstein, Trump, Epstein, Trump. Epstein criticizes Trump. Epstein says Trump blames others for bad results. That's funny. In February 2017, in exchange with Epstein and Roonier called Trump so gross. Worse in real life than up close, Epstein responded. In a separate 2017 exchange with an unidentified person, Epstein said of Trump, your world does not understand how dumb he really is. He will blame everyone around him for bad results, which is pretty true. That's all he's done for God knows how long. Oh, this is his actual name, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor? That's a lot of names. Formerly Prince Andrew. Let's see. What else we got in here? Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, asked him in a 2018 email, "What's up? What's your boy Donald up to now?" Epstein responded that he is with Bannon now, apparently a reference to former White House advisor Steve Bannon. Mark Epstein suggested his brother ask if Russian President Russian President Vladimir Putin had compromising pictures of Trump and Clinton together. You and your boy Donnie could do a remake of the movie Get Hard, Mark Epstein offered, referencing the comedy with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell. You mean Donnie T? Epstein responded. Mark Epstein confirmed with NBC News that the email attributed to him was accurate. He declined the comment. There's a lot of stuff in these pages, man. Lots and lots of stuffs. Chris C. with the breaking GB news. Hundreds of thousands of homeowners will lose their right to subsidies for eco-friendly heat pumps as a result of government plans to bring down energy bills at the budget. When I was watching the BBC News in Ireland, I think that came up a few times. They were talking about like there's going to be a heat pump issue and housing up here in the New England in Connecticut. We use my current house has a propane heater, but a lot of houses here have fucking crude oil for heating, like heating oil, and it's gross and expensive. I think my old house was like built in the 1950s, so it had that radiators with like forced water or whatever, and it was powered by oil. The whole house was powered by oil. This current house that I live in, is powered by propane. So we have like a direct. There's no heat. There's no like water tank. It's just a direct propane heating. And we have a couple of fireplaces, but nothing crazy. Let's see. Is there any other juicy email stuff here? Let's see. Epstein denies Clinton went to his private island. In a different email exchange, Epstein claimed that Clinton had been to the private island where some of Epstein's abuse occurred. In 2015, In an email exchange with former New York Times reporter Landon Thomas, Epstein referred to claims about Clinton's presence on the island by victims whose name has been redacted, having been made up, including specifically minute details of a dinner had on the island with him. Epstein wrote, Clinton was never there, never. In a January 2015 email to Wolf, Epstein said that he had a former girlfriend who could corroborate that Clinton was never there and could also refute claims that former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, I butchered that, had ever been on the island. There's a lot of stuff that got out here. Epstein says that he was with Trump on Thanksgiving in 2017. In an email chain, Epstein, Faith Cates, and who co-founded a model agency, asked the financier where he was spending his Thanksgiving. After a few exchanges, Cates asked who else is going to be down there. Daniel Fazell, Hansen, and Trump. Well, that could be any Trump. There's so many Trumps. So many Trumps. It could be anyone. In a separate 2016 email exchange with Jenny Enterprise, the founder of a members only club, Epstein said that he spent Thanksgiving in the Palm with the Trump crowd. He didn't specifically say whether he actually spent time with the then president-elect himself at the time. Ooh. Oh, we're just reading through some excerpts from some emails from Epstein. Epstein claimed that Clinton was never on the island.
Oh man, that's gotta break their hearts. They thought they had his ass. Dirty saxophone playing some bitch.
Epstein also claimed that he spent Thanksgiving 2016 and Thanksgiving 2017 with Trump.
Bro. And then you got him quantitatively eased. Bro is heartless. He said, "You're not snitching on me."
He called Donald Trump very dumb, and he said that he blames other people for when things go bad.
Man, if he only knew. If he only knew.
Here we go. In 2018, in a text exchange with Epstein, someone whose name has been redacted in the document wrote, "It will all blow over. They're really just trying to take down Trump and doing whatever they can to do that." Epstein responded, "Yes, thanks. It's wild because I'm able to take him down." I mean, that's why he got quantitatively eased.
Quantitatively eased.
Man,
he is about to have a full-blown freak out. This destroyed from within. Called it.
It goes on for quite some. I mean, this is NBC, sort of like doing clips of emails and whatnot. But like, there's stuff about Epstein with former Prince Andrew. There's stuff about Epstein and the Duke, whoever the Duke is. Oh, that's it. That's Prince Andrew again.
Yeah,
Prince Andrew again. Like
Duke of York.
The Duke of York. He had that stripped from him too, right? He's no longer the Duke of York. He also
this is not how they get themselves out of their financial tax the rich. Tax the rich.
This is my favorite one, Mikey.
Okay.
In another email, Epstein accused Trump of using financial shenanigans to outbid him on a property. He said he has no money when he buys the house. This was February 2019. His business model is putting his name on real estate development and then gets a fee for using the name. The hotel business is just that.
Yeah.
Trump put his name on it and got a 2% fee and maybe a piece of the profit on any sale, but he touts the project as his.
Right.
Just as his current financial statements on file as president, then he lists his income as the gross receipts of the club with no expenses.
Right.
So Epstein is fucking putting him out on blast on everything.
But the rest of us, like, well, I'll say this. Chicago already knew that about him. because he has a tower here.
Yeah.
Which oddly smells of piss. It's like people pee on it as they walk by. It's so strange.
You know, I hear they do that to the New York City Trump Tower too.
It just always reeks of piss. You know, I never understand it. The slapping your name on it and then claiming it as yours through a licensing thing that he may or may not disclose to people, we've known about.
Yeah.
I think in Las Vegas, I think those towers down there are actually his. I think he actually built those. They're all the way. If anyone's been to the Las Vegas Strip, you know, you got like the Bellagio, you got Planet Hollywood, the Paris thing, you got all the different ones. All the way at the end, all the way past that, and then there's like 2 big lots, and then there's the Trump Towers way off in the corner. Like, it's in the Vegas Strip. It is like from the beginning of the strip to where his is, it's like probably I know this because I walked halfway there because I wanted tacos in the middle of the night. It took me an hour and a half to walk from my hotel to the taco spot. His hotel was twice as far back down there. It is not even walkable. And it's old. And it looks like shit. Absolute shit. It looks very dated. And everybody hates it.
Okay.
Everybody getting pardoned.
Yeah. I think all you have to do is say, Trump, I love you, kiss, kiss, and then you get a pardon.
So when he locks us up in the gulag, we'll just be like, hey, remember when we said we were sorry and you were going to pardon us? He'll be like, oh shit, my bad.
Or you have to be convicted of some sort of like tax fraud or something and just be like, oh,
Damn,
I was
we'd be
unfairly
fucked.
cheated.
Yeah, we have to find like a crime to commit and be like, see, Trump's just picking on me because of his own crooked. Yeah, let me out.
Don't forget the cash.
We might be fucked. We might be cooked.
That's right. We'd have to donate to his like presidential library or some shit.
Oh, I'll donate to it. All right.
He did not accuse Trump, rather saying that he couldn't have been friendlier. This obviously is one of the main reasons the GOP appears to have released this, because in part, they're implying that, hey, if you release this redacted, people are going to speculate who this victim was, thinking that there was something that happened, but actually the person that's in there didn't accuse Trump of something illegal. And so this is sort of the implication here with the Democrats saying, well, you're unredacting a victim's name. So that's been the battle there. Specifically, the second email, by the way, just further confirms it. It says blank worked at Mar-a-Lago. She was one of the ones that accused Prince Andrew.
And I'm just going to ask the obvious question one more time, because maybe there's an answer this time. Why the fuck do you have a 14-year-old working at the massage parlor spa on a golf course?
Yep.
In the first place, why is she there? How did Trump hire her? Is she like a niece? Is she like, you know what I mean? Is she somebody's cousin? Like, who let her into Mar-a-Lago at 14? And she's got this like fucked up family situation, right? Like her family structure is all shattered. So how the hell did Trump get her?
Right.
Like, yeah, I understand. She was working at Mar-a-Lago. How did that hiring process go? Did she walk into the fucking fancy ass Mar-a-Lago fucking front doors and say, hi, I'd like to have a job, please? What the fuck?
Excuse me, I would like a job.
You had a sign on the door looking for a masseuse. Yes, I am 14 and cannot work for 2 years, but
I would
like to rub, but I would like to rub old men. I don't think that is what, I don't think that's what happened.
Someone's got to clip. Tons of mice is here. You got to clip that.
Dirty bitch. It's just strange to me that just kind of gets overlooked that she worked there in the first place.
Yeah.
Like it's just taken as part of the record and that's just normal. No, it's not she should have been fucking playing with Pogs or fucking watching Pokemon season 1. You know, not this shit.
In the Democrat copy, all of that was redacted because, of course, it gives away the fact that we are talking about, once again, Virginia Giuffre. Also, in these emails released by the Republicans, it says, blank worked at Mar-a-Lago. Trump knew of it, came to my house many times. He never got a massage. That's straight from Jeffrey Epstein clearing him of a massage, which obviously is the one person you most don't want to get a massage from. So honestly, that is good for him, which is obviously
Yeah, I can't think of anybody worse, actually. Yeah, he right.
why they released it. Begging the question why they didn't release it sooner. Maybe it's because they didn't want people to know that Trump knew about the girls. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the fact that Epstein is saying, hey, look, Trump publicly said that it was me that he asked to stop, but actually it was Ghislaine that he asked to stop. And my question here is, if it is Maxwell that was the one who poached Virginia Giuffre from Mar-a-Lago and then trafficked her, then why is she getting so much special treatment? I mean, that is the part where the Republicans don't look good at all. I mean, what is going on with Ghislaine Maxwell?
It is pronounced Ghislaine.
Convicted sex offender trying to get a pardon, getting Todd Blanche to give her a softball interview, and then she immediately gets preferential treatment. Look, we've been over the fact that she's at basically...
Yeah, they are doing a really bad job at hiding corruption this time around, huh? It's just like, what's the point?
Honestly, they, except for like the House not releasing this stuff and Donald Trump not getting, like, it's like the most obvious fucking shit ever. Like, it's the worst kept secret that Donald Trump has.
The pivot from MAGA to be like, no, it's fine that this is coming out is just hilarious. Like, you know what I mean? To say like, oh, we want to find out who it is and we're going to finally expose these Democrats. We're finally going to get them. And then Trump's all over this shit. And they're just like, man, if it comes out, that's fine. But if it's held up, you know, like the cope in real time, the sliding of the brain into like its constituent parts.
It's pronounced Ghislaine.
Yeah, she's a sex trafficker, so she gets called Ghislaine because that's what her name should have been.
A special prison in Bryan, Texas, where normally someone of her status wouldn't be allowed to go to.
Yeah, she's over there with the pit bulls for parolees program. She's over there playing with dogs and shit like that, getting puppies sent to her room, getting them clearing out the exercise space so she can go do her thing without everybody bothering her. She getting full concierge service in prison for sex trafficking. and we're overreacting. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you guys always say Trump's corrupt. Yeah, you're right. Why would I say that?
Because it's too nice, it's too low security. But in addition to that, new reports are saying that top officials at Camp Bryan are sick of being Maxwell's bitch. Federal law enforcement staff working at the camp have been waiting on Maxwell hand and foot, including, by the way, reportedly she's been given a puppy as part of the preferential treatment.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember at the beginning of the whole prison transfer thing that she wasn't allowed to have puppies. That was the thing, is that the people providing the service dogs were like, Jolaine's not allowed to have one because they bark like zero.
The squirrels are ferreting away everything, and Dexter attacks the squirrels. He smacks the blinds. Zero thinks there's an intruder at the back gate, goes to destroy the intruder with his massive barks.
I see. So it's a whole...
It's a cataclysmic...
The whole process.
Yeah. And it'll never stop. What's you got any more from that NBC thing?
Yeah, let's see what else we got going on here. Jeffrey Epstein. Let's see. We talked about business practices. We talked about blaming others. Oh, here we go. Epstein references Trump in prison. Mark Epstein, Epstein's brother, asked him in a 2018 email, "What's your boy Donnie up to?" Oh, he's with Bannon now. I already read that one. Saved with him. Oh, here we go. New York Times financial reporter Landon Thomas Jr. wrote in an email to Epstein in 2015 that people are coming to me thinking that I have juicy info on you and Trump. In response, Epstein wrote, "Have them ask my houseman about Donald almost walking through the door, leaving his nose print on the glass as young women are swimming in the pool. He was so focused on that he walked straight into the door." What a fucking creep.
Do you not have a duty to report?
Right?
Even if you can say, well, I never did any of the stuff that I clearly saw or knew what was going on in the other room, I think you have a duty to report. I think you can.
And that's just some of the what 20,000 pages. They're still combing through it.
And that's not even a whole thing.
Yeah. There's more.
But wait, there's more. Unreal. But hey, this is all a Democratic hoax.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he ran on releasing this day uno. And this has been sitting on Pam Bondi's desk. But also, it doesn't exist. And I am really interested to see how these court cases come out with these banks.
Yes.
Because they 100% look the other way for all of these suspicious activity reports that were coming out. And they just decided not to do anything about it. I took it away.
We're all hitting the buttons at the same time. I got your favorite news show for you, Mikey. Paper Shuffling with Joe and Mika.
Disgusting.
Talking about how Congress is responding to the Epstein file stuff.
I mentioned Congresswoman Grijalva's first act after being sworn in yesterday was to sign the bipartisan petition to release the so-called Epstein files. Members on both sides want these files released, and with their signature, that petition can now move forward in the House. Democrats cheered her on, and two Epstein survivors were actually in the chamber to witness the signing that they had been waiting for. Under House rules, Speaker Mike Johnson must now take mandatory action on the measure. He said yesterday, a vote on the Epstein bill entitled the Epstein Files Transparency Act will be brought to the floor next week. While it now looks like it will pass the House, it faces an uphill battle in the Senate. On social media yesterday, President Trump called out Republicans backing the bill, saying any lawmaker on the right...
Here, pause that. Yeah.
I'm not reading it because I don't want to get clipped.
The Democrats are trying to bring up the Jeffrey Epstein hoax again. Yeah, that stupid hoax, because they'll do anything at all to deflect on how badly they've done on the shutdown. It's your shutdown, stupid. You're in power. So stupid. So many other subjects. I'm very busy. I have a lot of shit to say. Only a very bad or stupid Republican would fall into that trap. Ooh.
Damn.
These bad, stupid Republicans, man. That's the worst ones. The Democrats cost our country $1.5 trillion with their recent antics of viciously closing our country. What are you talking about? Well,
$1.5 trillion. He's just making up numbers.
Is that the money that he was saying was going to the illegals?
I don't think so. I think he's like
1.5 trillion, and he just slapped it onto this for this moment.
Maybe if he's talking about like economic activity, I don't think it's $1.5 trillion. That's a lot.
I think that's the Medicaid money.
It might be.
Numbers stuck in his head, and he just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
$1 trillion with their recent antics of viciously closing our country, while at the same time putting many at risk. Bro, you've been firing federal agents since you got in there. You fired like 60,000. How many people? 60,000 people?
More than that. More than that.
With the federal workers?
Probably close to
Doge?
100,000. Probably close to 100,000.
So what the fuck are you saying? And they should pay a fair price. Fair?
I like how
What?
he's like, they should pay a price, but it should be a fair one.
Not inflated. No low balling.
We don't want to violate any amendments of the Constitution. No cruel and unusual punishment.
That would be
However,
fucked
they
up.
should pay a price.
I do the art of the deal. There should be no deflections to Epstein or anything else. Hey, by the way, you may not be distracted by Epstein. You do not have the right to be distracted by Epstein or anything else. And any Republicans involved should be focused only. He didn't even capitalize that. What a bitch.
I know.
On opening up our country and fixing the massive damage caused by the Democrats. That's how I'm going to
Gavin Newsom really fucked him up on that whole capitalization thing.
Yeah, he had to start typing regular because Gavin had his number.
Although, like, I get like capitalizing Democrats because I guess that's a proper noun. It's a name of a political party. But country? Come on. Country. He capitalized $1 trillion too. Like, follow the rules if you're going to follow the rules.
I don't know if I think this guy's only on TikTok, but he like reads MAGA's like crazy fucking comments and stuff. And then like the best part is sometimes when people are trying to get them emotes in there, they're not really paying attention. So it'll be like, Donald Trump is going to save the entire planet, Liberian flag. Because it's got some stripes and stars, and they just can't really. Maybe the glasses, they got to Chuck Schumerize the glasses, maybe, but they just can't. Tariffs are doing so much good for our country, Liberian flag.
Reporting it was, quote, very bad or stupid, and stressed there should be no deflection to Epstein. Congressman Thomas Massie of Kentucky, the House Republican, leading the charge on the bill.
Bro. Imagine the morning Dan Bongino is having right now.
Oh my God, that dude! I'm really surprised he hasn't quit his job.
We haven't heard hide nor hair of him though.
That's true. They probably told him to shut up.
He is silently stewing.
Oh my God, he just wants to be a podcaster again. That's all he wants.
Dan, come on the show. Come on, Dan. You can trust us. It'll just be us. Okay? Come on the show. Tell us what you know. All right? Expose the truth. Don't let it be silenced. Don't let the darkness win over the light. Snitch, man.
Spoken to colleagues about the vote.
I've already had a couple Republicans tell my office privately that they're going to vote for it, and I think that could snowball. I mean, the deal for Republicans on this vote is that Trump will protect you if you vote the wrong way. In other words, if you vote to cover up for pedophiles, you've got cover in a Republican primary. But I would remind my colleagues that this vote is going to be on your record for longer than Trump is going to be president. And what are you going to do in 2028 and 2030 when you're in a debate, either with a Republican or a Democrat?
You're going to have that Epstein
and they say, how
stank
can we
on
trust you? You covered up for a pedophile back in 2025.
Time for some long-term thinking.
But I don't think it even is 2028. I think the conflict within the MAGA base is right now. Let's bring around MSNBC national affairs analyst and partner and chief political columnist at Puck, John Heilman, also MSNBC senior reporter, legal reporter, and former litigator Lisa Rubin, also with his former state attorney for Palm Beach County, where most of this happened. Dave Ehrenberg. John Heilman, I want to start with you. You know, if it were only so easy for a Republican congressman or congresswoman or senator, as it has been since Donald Trump became president in 2017, it's been very simple. Don't make the president mad. Keep the MAGA base with you. Win primaries. It's not, I actually think that Congressman Massie may have been getting a bit of his analysis wrong, because it's not worrying about what your political world looks like in 2028 when Donald Trump's gone. It's what it looks like now because the MAGA base want they want these Epstein files released. So it's
It must be tough out there on YouTube.
Oh, we have a strong army of mods. So they use if they hate watch, they do so silently for their own well-being. Welcome.
when you have the FBI director and the attorney general lobbying a congresswoman from Colorado saying, get off the petition.
You imagine that you're some fucking congresswoman from Colorado or wherever, and fucking Kash Patel and Pam Bondi roll up and be like, "Hey, we need you to get it off this fucking discharge petition right now."
Be like, sir, you do not come into my office and tell me. You don't tell me, little man. First off, and you, Yzma, you can get out of my office too. The both of yous, get out of here.
Like you're some backbencher, not super important congressperson. You're just trying to do your job or whatever, and then like fucking Kash Patel's like, "Hey, we need you to do the president a favor," and you're like, "Nah."
What's in it for me? I just wanted you to say it. I just wanted you to say it out loud. The answer was always going to be no.
And honestly, it should be, "Hey, weren't you the podcaster who said that we should like get these pedophiles?"
We finally listened to you. Okay.
I'm just doing what you want.
I went back. I was doing research for the show. I started listening to your old pod, and I'm on board. I'm on board. You convinced me. You browbeat me into it. We do need to find out the truth.
Just
You're
walk
right.
up to him, go up to his ear and just say, "Hail Hydra," and then
he would instantly do a Roman salute. Yo, remember when they tried to gaslight us and tell us that wasn't a fucking Heil Hitler?
I know.
Brother, look at it.
My favorite thing about that fucking Elon salute was that like the Shody would never let it go. Every time they mentioned Elon, there would just be a video of him doing the salute.
Yeah. And then I love the thing. Oh, it wasn't a Nazi salute? Well, then do it.
Yeah, do it.
Do it right now.
do the salute that Elon did.
Do it. And then some of them did, and they lost their jobs. They're like, "What are you doing? You know that was a Nazi salute. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get out of here. You were an HR nightmare. Go. Put your stuff in the box as you go. Put it
Remember the guy who was like the CEO of a company who did it like the company party?
He did it at the fucking huddle. Oh.
And then like a week later, he was like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't know," and he still got fucking fired.
They didn't give a shit about none of that. Get the fuck. You're so stupid. You didn't know that was a Heil Hitler. Watch one movie about fucking World War II. One. Just one.
And they do the same to Nancy Mace. And both of those members say,
"Oh yeah, Nancy Mace is not on Trump's side on this, and neither is Boebert. They're the people that are siding with Marjorie Taylor Greene on this thing."
What can you do to Boebert that she hasn't already publicly done to herself? You can't shame this woman. She's untouchable. She's given a friggin' hand job at Beetlejuice. Come on, man. She's got nothing to lose, brother.
She's out at Rite Aid accosting her own constituents.
Nancy Mace screamed at a gay guy. "I voted for your rights." He's like, "So the meeting's next Thursday or this Thursday?" God damn. Like, I didn't want all that.
Oh boy. I wonder very much what Donald Trump or the Republican Party did to Lauren Boebert or Nancy Mace to get them to side with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Because is it the same as what happened to Marjorie Taylor Greene when she was promised things and never delivered?
And I think the writing was kind of on the wall that there wasn't going to be a oh, no, we got you on the next one. And then they're halfway through the first one, and they're like, don't even call my ass. Like, don't you want to get my input? Don't you want to tell me before some shit happens?
Damn.
But you know what I mean? Like, they were just like not in the circle, and they're like, oh, we got played. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Scorned woman entered the chat. Hey, I'm glad you pissed off Bobert and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Nancy Mace. Good. And Cash Patel and Dan Bongino. Good.
It can only good happen.
I'm glad you pissed them off, because this is
Broke
how
my
fractures
ass.
happen. This is how fractures happen. So keep it up. Keep snubbing your own people with your nepotism. This is why this is why these like very illegal, shittily formed management styles are not allowed, because they're not sustainable. They don't work.
Yeah. Oh,
It doesn't work if you play favorites all the time. Nobody wants to participate.
I mean, politics is always about like playing favorites. It is. But when you do that, you have to fucking deliver on the things that you say they're going to deliver on, because otherwise those people are going to be like, well, you told me I was the best boy, and then you're just going to leave me out to dry. Well, fuck you then. Wait.
Fuck the hell off.
That's funny.
But you can't sing.
I don't like it when you do it when you're in here, because I'm like,
fuck the hell off.
I was supposed to say, you could just like click it and then move your mouth.
Yeah, but I like
Fuck the hell off.
It's a perfect moment in time.
I love Tesla.
I got a little beef with Lawrence O'Donnell. I feel.
Oh no, you have a beef with LOD? What did LOD do?
Well, so this is his thing talking about Trump's. Oh God, there's so much shit that happens every day. All right, you got to read this one. Just read it normal. No one clip it. Goddamn. Hands
people
off.
Are against the tariffs. People who are against the tariffs are fools. We are now the richest, most respected.
Oh wait. Here's the game.
What?
I see a lot of opportunity here. You got to yell the capitals.
Oh God. Okay. All right. All right. I'll do it without the Trump accent. Yeah. Okay.
We'll just
people who are against
phonetically
the
enhance.
Tariffs are fools. We are now the richest, most respected country in the world.
The world.
With almost no inflation.
Why do you capitalize all of that?
And a record price stock market.
Oh my God.
401ks are the highest ever.
That's not true.
They're not.
They're not though.
They're not. We are talking about trillions of dollars, and we'll soon begin paying down our enormous debt. 37 trillion.
How? Wait a minute. You said you was already taking in all these trillions of dollars in investment.
Yeah, Trump can't math, man.
Why do we still have a debt?
Well,
you said you got $110 trillion in investment.
The investment is not in the debt. It's in the country. They're going to build $15 trillion worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Where is that?
Oh, well, see, it's all going to be concentrated in one place, wherever Trump puts his presidential library.
So here's the other thing. Now that those countries have invested in the country, they won't have to pay tariffs.
Right.
Until he's gone.
Or until he decides they've wronged him in some way.
Well, I'm saying they could do that until he's gone. And then they can be like, all right, who wants to buy this building that I will never use for any purpose? Free factory.
It's like all those Olympic villages that cities build and then never get used again.
Yeah. Just empty out part of the earth.
The Olympics are a blight on modern society. They are.
You know, ever since they added all those events, it should just be running. 100-yard dash. That's the only event in the Olympics. Who is the quickest across this yard? All right, everybody go home.
You should be. Who can run the fastest? Who can throw a thing the farthest?
Who can throw their own shoes the furthest?
And who can out wrestle the other guy the most? Like that's it. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Pull up competition and 100-yard dash. Everything else is just window dressing.
Everything else is just extra. Breakdancing, you don't need it.
Australia, don't even think we're telling you the fucking address to the next Olympic Village after that fucking fiasco. You're just going to have to let your Uber driver get you there however you want. We're not giving you reservations. You're not allowed. That was despicable. Don't show your face.
Here we go. If it wasn't invented by the Greeks, it's not an Olympic sport. So
we can keep
you can still do the shot put thing where you throw the ball.
That is one of the craziest events ever. People are weird.
Yeah.
And people do things that they're not they're doing. I'm like, just throw like a baseball. And they're just like, no, actually, it's better if they put it underneath their left kneecap, spin 50 times, and then cartwheel while staying in the circle. It goes 57 meters further. It's like, all right.
You build the centrifugal force.
Bro is a little trebuchet. Like straight up.
They didn't have trebuchets back then. They had to figure it out.
They had to use my ligaments.
Imagine the ball was on fire and then he threw it.
Bro, we should do that. We should watch the Olympics and then we should grab some. They'll be very persnickety about their copyright shit. We'll just have like wash out everything and just have the guy like, oof, and then just turn it into like that fire meteor from like Lord of the Rings. He's just like, we can edit that together, just launching into Helm's Deep, just bombarding it.
Pole's got it, and everything's done in the nude, and you're oiled up.
Now we're gonna have a pay-per-view Olympics.
Oh, we have hello to Vancouver, our growing Canadian audience.
I miss Vancouver. I've never been there, but I miss it in my dreams. I want to go to Banff. Banff.
What's Banff?
It is one of the sickest national parks I have ever seen. It's like a glacial national park. It's got like the blue lakes and like the icy mountaintop. It's cool stuff, man. Meanwhile, I live out here in fucking cornfield at the corner of corn and soy. Fucking
those people.
Oh, right. You never read the thing.
Oh, I never finished reading it. We got so distracted. Where was I? Okay. Record investment in the USA. Plants and factories going up all over the place. A dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone. Man, Trump's doing UBI. He's out there doing UBI, man.
I have a question, Tim.
Yeah.
If he gives everybody a $2,000 check, wouldn't that contribute to our $37 trillion?
Yes.
So wouldn't that make it worse?
Yes. What's our population?
340 million.
Okay, so let's assume that
350 if it's easier.
Okay, let's assume that 300 million are not high income people, right?
That is a safe assumption, yes.
Okay. Times 2,000. That's $600 billion.
What's the problem? Is that bad?
Well, you see, the tariffs have only brought in like $200 billion. So
you're saying
it's going to cost us $400 billion.
And then that would go, so it'd be 37.4 trillion.
Yeah, it would be an extra. Let's say let's round up. It's $500 million of money that you didn't need to spend on anything. $500 billion. It's $500 billion of money that you didn't need to spend on anything. We don't have it.
Okay. What we need to do collectively is just start erasing zeros off of everything because he can't understand the numbers. They're too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to reduce each one of these fractionally to reduce it to lower terms.
Quantitative easing.
He doesn't understand the numbers. Like, I don't know if he's got his commas fucked up, if his brain is mashed potatoes or scrambled egg, you pick. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like this. I almost want to find the chart with the fucking 50-year loan.
Apparently,
Jasper
is better than Ban.
In my humble opinion, in my humble Canadian opinion.
Oh, there we go.
Got it. Got it.
Here's the thing.
Ooh.
Money is made up. We made it up. And I think
it's shiny rocks, Tim.
It's shiny rocks. We made it up. The points are made up, and it doesn't matter. The game doesn't matter. Trump knows that, I think. Like, he's like, this is all pretend. And I'm just going to say whatever I can. The $2,000 thing came from, like, he was desperate about the government shutdown. He wanted to give everybody money to offset health insurance costs.
Right.
That's what it originally was about.
I think this is previous, though. This is a day and a half old.
Yeah. I mean, the concept of the $2,000 checks is a week and a half old.
Okay.
Because he first started saying it last week, and he was like, the government shut down. We got to offset some costs for people. $2,000 tariff benefit, whatever they called them. He doesn't understand how many people live in the country.
Like 1 million, 2 million?
Yeah, like what the fuck, bro? That's not how you math.
That's like when he fucking got that fucking douchebag, that rich douchebag, to give $130 million for the fucking soldiers. It's like, and what the fuck was that supposed to do? Just 1 million of them.
Let's assume that the military has kept their numbers at around 1 million. That's roughly where the military has been.
And here's your $130. Go pay your mortgage and feed your kids.
Here's $130. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what they're missing. They're missing a month's pay, not gas money. What the fuck is this?
$130 is like a week's worth of groceries.
No, not anymore.
Well,
not for a couple years.
Worth of groceries.
Yeah. For 2 people, yeah, you're at least 200 now.
Well, see,
we cook a lot.
Yeah, if both people in the household are members of the armed services, then you get $260. Then you got some real money there. You can do something with that.
And you can take that $260 and pay your mortgage and your car note and your insurance and your homeowner's insurance and your internet.
Maybe this is operating under the principle that the Republicans were operating under back during COVID when they were doing out the COVID checks. They're like, oh yeah, $1,200 will last you a whole year. You'll be fine for a whole year on $1,200.
I think they think that, I know they think we're peasants, but I think they think we're actual peasants.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we're like, we can just take like $6 a day. That's all you need. Like, that's it. That's all the money I need. And my friend, he makes $20 a day. Like, is that what y'all think? Is it that bad? The disconnect?
Inflation was like, what, 12%? And they're like, here's $1,200. This should last you at least 6 months.
I couldn't even write a check because if I ordered new checks, that would have been fucking $3,700. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, you don't need more money. God, why would you need more money? You're just living rich now, and you want unemployment? How dare you?
Here, how about this? Just take your mask off and go kiss a stranger. How about that? And then I won't have to listen to your calls anymore. So Lawrence is going in about Trump's idiotic tweets and how he's insulting his own people for not liking tariffs, even though they're horrible, and their attacks on the people. But then he kind of got mad at us for being mad at Schumer.
But I love being mad at Chuck Schumer. It's a banana. How much could it cost? $20.
$20?
Hey, that's you can't grow bananas in America, guys. You can't.
Yes, you can, Tim.
You can't.
Why not? I have this farm. Let me just take my banana plant and put it. No, I'm going to put this banana plant in the dirt. And when it just has leaves and no fruit ever. Yeah, Chuckles, man.
He's gotta go.
The cuckster. So he's mad at us because we don't understand what it's like in the Senate and keeping people together. So I'll let him explain his case.
That I am, as he showed in this video posted yesterday.
Oh, I think
I know that a lot of people are feeling some pretty strong feelings
White
today,
House.
feelings of frustration, even betrayal. I have somewhat the advantage of, from being in the Senate, being a couple of days ahead of everybody, seeing that this was going to happen. So I've had a bit more time to process it than people who discovered it yesterday. And
Mike,
while I think everybody...
Is it a requirement that senators speak at the slowest speed possible? Is it like part of their job description that they have to do that?
Yes.
Like, what the fuck? Speak faster.
We got shit to do.
Is entitled to their feelings on this, and I don't want to derogate those in any way.
Oh, thank you for letting me have feelings. Thank you. Thank you for giving me space.
I feel seen.
Thank you for giving me space to fucking have my own brain. Thank you.
Man, this guy's from Rhode Island. Fuck Rhode Island.
Yeah. Fucking senator from fucking Rhode Island. Rhode Island don't even need no goddamn senators. You ain't big enough.
Just be a part of Connecticut. Come on, guys. Get it over with.
I wish one of my moles would have the nerve to be like, well, where's my ballot? Like, what the fuck? You part of me. Shut up.
We need to remember the battle that we're in. And every ounce of energy that we put into fighting with each other, fighting with other Democrats, is energy that is lost to the fight to defend our country from Trump and MAGA. Whatever your feelings are.
Why are you wasting your energy holding us accountable?
I validate them. Great. Feel that way. But we've got a battle on our hands. And it's a battle whose real game day is November a year from now, when we have the chance to throw Speaker Johnson out of the Speaker's office and put the Senate under Democratic control. And
why the fuck would we want y'all in control of the Senate? That's the shit that he killed. Like, he acting like when we were like, oh, we need something different. He's like, yeah, we need to come up with something different. And we're all looking at him like, why do you assume that you're part of this conversation? You're part of the old that's going to be replaced with the new. You're not part of this.
The part that I don't get is they assumed that we weren't going to do both things.
Right.
He assumes that we weren't going to want the shutdown and then also want to change things in next year. We want both. We wanted both. And then you fucking gave up on one. And so you lost all your fucking momentum on the other now.
Yep.
How are you going to energize people when they feel like you're not sticking up for them? That's what that election was at the beginning of the month. It was Democrats feeling that the Democrats in the Senate were finally sticking up for them, and they're going to go out there and vote because they felt energized. Who's going to feel energized after Chuck Schumer gave up the ghost again?
Well, it wasn't him. He voted yes.
No, of course it wasn't Chuck Schumer. It wasn't Chuck Schumer. He wasn't one of the people that voted. They just put up 8 people who aren't going to be affected by this at all as fucking scapegoats and saying, well, it was them. It was those filthy moderates. They did it. We chose them so that the rest of us could not be stained with this. So we could all vote no and they'll vote yes. And you'll blame them, but not Chuck Schumer. He's not the leader of the Democratic Party.
Both parties are covered with stank. Schumer stank and Epstein stank.
Put real obstacles in the way of Trump's corruption and misconduct.
How are you going to do that when they don't even fucking call on you to talk for the next fucking 3 years, dumbass? Yeah. They don't have to fucking go to you for anything. You fucked us. Like, I don't know how they're not putting, like, maybe they don't play chess. You know what I mean? Maybe they can't get a couple of moves ahead, but you gave it up, dude. You just surrendered, bro. They're not gonna talk to you. She's not that into you.
Senator Sheldon Whitehouse is one of the people who one of our faithful viewers suggested on Twitter last night should be the new Senate Democratic leader. I'll ask
Chris Murphy.
Senator Whitehouse if he thinks Chuck Schumer should be replaced as leader and if he wants that job. It's worth noting that no Democratic member of the Senate has said their leader should be replaced. And we now have reporting indicating.
And also, not everybody voted no. Am I right? Funny that.
That the small group of Democratic senators who reached a compromise with Republicans started working on that compromise on the first night of the.
And did they tell their constituents?
Nope.
Nope, they did it behind their back.
The government shut down 7 weeks ago. Politico reports Senators Jeanne Shaheen of New Hampshire and Angus King of Maine began talking with Republicans the first night of the shutdown by Shaheen's account. So, with a small group of Democrats working with Republicans from the first night of the shutdown, Chuck Schumer was able to convince those Democrats not to make a deal until after last week's election.
See, I told you. I fucking told you. Yo.
But he's saying that as if, see, it was a strategy. And it's like,
and
you strategically betrayed us.
So I would like our viewers, our listeners, to contrast this. Go and watch the Majority Report from fucking Monday with Sam Cedar and how Sam Cedar talks about the same issue and how it's Chuck Schumer wasn't doing any Machiavellian political maneuvers or anything like that. He just told them, hey guys, wait until after the election. That seems like the good day to do it.
Right.
And then that came and he's like, why don't we wait until after the weekend? Everyone's kind of tired. We'll convene again on Monday and you can do whatever you want. It wasn't like a sly political move. He was telling them to hold off until the time was right, and his time was wrong. He should have done it before the election. It would have made way more sense.
Yep.
But now the Democrats, they just, once again, they had the wind at their backs, and then they were like, fuck this wind, and they went in the other direction.
Well, he just wanted to see how big the sail could get. He didn't actually want to move the ship.
He just threw a Molotov cocktail at the sail and was like, let it burn.
Donald Trump himself blamed the
I poured termites all over the deck
wipeout in last week's election. And if that's true, does Chuck Schumer deserve some credit?
No.
Pushing the shutdown through last week's election so it could have that impact on the election?
You can't do that to people. That's called tricking them.
Yeah.
Lawrence, do you not understand that is called tricking? You are manipulating information to indoctrinate people into believing that you have changed your ways. And it's a lie.
Yeah.
It's dishonest.
That means the entire time Chuck Schumer was out there putting out TikTok reels swearing he was a lie.
Fucking way.
Liar. As soon as we go to give you a little bit of credit. So honestly, Tim, at this point, this just perfectly proves that these crusty old bitches in the Senate know exactly what the people want to do, and they are actively choosing to do the opposite. They know what policies make us happy. They know what reforms we'd like to see, and they are deliberately withholding that. They're withholding the votes. They're laying on their back. They're letting things fall apart. That proves your little no fucking way. Yeah, that proves you know. Or you have people around you that are giving you the real temperature of the country right now. So you know what's going on.
So
but
I'm not going to be around for Unbox because the wife got me tickets to go see a show. But after hearing this, I will make a one-time amendment to the swearing clause This is a one time. It doesn't affect anything else. That Chuck Schumer should get his S
Fuck the
ranks
hell off.
stripped from him. And I don't know, give him Fs for everything because fuck, man.
No, he's getting pineapple. No, he's going in the fuck this guy bin.
Yeah, he's getting taken off the list and getting put in the fuck this guy bin.
Heaven to hell, baby. Heaven to hell.
Your data, dumbass.
But
fucking dirty little. He's a slick snake.
Slick snake.
Trying to get abused our gaming system.
This whole situation very much reminds me of a real life thing that happened in professional wrestling back in like 2019. WWE had terrible ratings.
Yeah.
The attendances were shit. The product was terrible. The story writing was terrible. And it got to a point where the McMahons all had to come out on TV and apologize for how terrible the product had been. And they're like, we hear you. We're going to make it better. Like, right? So they say that, and then the very next week, they start blaming wrestlers for how terrible the writing is.
Yeah, why didn't you just act past my shitting writing?
So they start throwing other people under the bus, just like Schumer threw these senators under the bus. And the writing continues to be terrible, and their product continues to be terrible, but they're like, we know what the fans want. We know what the fans want. And we're going to give it to them.
What a girl needs, whatever makes you happy sets me free.
They continue to do the opposite of that for an entire year after they apologized.
What a boy hates.
Final Democratic vote that sealed the deal came from Tim Kaine of Virginia, who was Hillary Clinton's vice presidential running.
Radagast.
Fucking, I gave $21 million to myself, Tim Kaine.
He's just the chairman of his own PAC.
He's also his largest investor. So, you know.
Right there. That the minority leader of the Senate can simply...
See, instead of being so negative, you should think about the positive feedback loop that I've got going on over here.
Tell Tim Kaine what to do. Tim Kaine said that his number one issue in the shutdown was always protecting federal government workers. And he achieved some protection for government workers, many of whom live in his state.
Which you were going to get anyway.
They had to rehire those workers anyway. The court said they had to rehire them.
State of Virginia. In his negotiations with Republicans, Politico reports Tim Kaine privately laid out weeks ago what he needed in return for his vote to end the government shutdown, a moratorium on mischief.
Pause it.
He meant
so that
no
means
more firing.
At that press conference, Tim Kaine lied. He said, I just got into this like 48 hours ago. I just got here. He lied. He knew all along.
So here's my thing. How come they think it's so easy to lie to the other 300 million people around here instead of lying to the dumbasses who are clearly dumbasses, which are your colleagues across the aisle in the Senate? You are much better off lying to them and tricking them than trying to trick the entire rest of the country.
Yeah.
You got to get the fuck out of the beltway, boys and girls. Like you got to get out there and touch some skin. You know what I mean? Get out there and shake some hands. You know, put some money in a stripper's garter. Get out there, eat a taco from a street vendor. Do some normal people shit. Yeah. Wimp. He does look like Wimpy. But it's like, yo, you know that shit don't work on us, right? Like we can see when you clearly say one thing on Monday or Wednesday, and then for the last 17 Mondays, you've had this like coordinated plan to do the like, okay, you think we're stupid.
Of federal workers. So there's the final vote that sealed the deal, that got them to 60, the final vote. Sealed the deal, negotiating with Republicans for weeks, negotiating with Republicans weeks before last week's election. And through it all, Chuck Schumer tried to hold on to those Democrats. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who told members involved in the talks about 2 weeks ago he could not support the deal they were sketching out, continued
privately urging them to hold out even as they moved to concede this week. Every Democratic.
And then Chuck Schumer's like, we're going to primary your ass.
Right.
That's
He's
what he
like,
said,
"Oh,
right?
We'll get the DNC to fucking put people against you in your elections."
Hey,
No.
hey, remember that DUI you got that we swept up under the rug? I'm pulling that bitch out if you fucking vote with the Republicans on that. That's what your fucking job is,
Yeah.
Chucky boy. You're supposed to be a fucking pit bull in there so that when you say we're all going this way, they fall in line or else there's consequences.
Yeah, instead he was like, "Hey, who's not up for re-election next year? Okay, you, and you. Go vote."
Yeah. Look, those people want it to be no's, but they can't vote no.
Yeah.
So that's why you're going to go up there. You're safe. They're not going to be able to harm you, and we'll raise money for you as a like. That's the deal he made.
And Angus King and Gene Shaheen, if they were the like genesis of this, if they were the original people who wanted to strike a deal, Angus King isn't a Democrat, so what the fuck ever? Who cares?
Right.
He's an independent. And Gene Shaheen said months ago that she was going to retire.
Right.
So they don't matter in the grand scheme of things. But the other 6 people that they put up, those guys are like the center of the party, essentially. The center of a center-right party, but the center. Those guys
The middle.
are all people, those guys are all people who don't have to worry about it because they're not up for election until 2028 or 2030 or whatever. So they could protect the rest of the senators who may or may not have wanted to vote yes. And you could tell who the ones who didn't want to vote yes were. They were fucking outraged.
And I was talking on Facebook with Mandisa. Shout out Mandisa. Check out Black Non-Believers. Go to their channel. Subscribe. And she's like, well, the federal workers thing hits different when it's like your family. And like it's not, you know what I mean? It's like your paycheck that's not coming. And it's like, yeah, that is a real life effect of the Trump government, right? Like this is his doing. He took the federal workers and held them hostage, and then he took the SNAP people and he held them hostage so that he can get these tax breaks through. He is abusing his powers in the government to harm our own federal worker. What did Vaught say? He wants to traumatize the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
He wants them all traumatized. This is their plan that they're executing against not just the federal workers, but everybody. And that pain is coming whether or not the government is open or not.
Yeah. And
so while it may seem like this is a callous thing that is an assault on federal workers, no, we want them to get paid too, but we don't want them to take away everyone's health insurance and then use you as the prop. Right? Like that, like they're taking hostages essentially.
Yeah. And the crazy part is that Schumer and the Democrats were like, this is about healthcare. This is about health insurance and your premiums doubling or tripling if you're in the Obamacare market or whatever. And then the second they decide to cave, they're like, well, we were never going to get that, guys. We were never going to get that. Like, if you knew that you were never going to get that, why was it your sticking point for 6 weeks?
Right.
Why was it the thing that you had to shut the government down over if you were never going to get that?
And if King, Shaheen, and Kane from RIP were like, I'm about to cave, then don't tell me for 6-7 weeks you've been working on it. No, you haven't.
Yeah.
You were just waiting. You were not working on trying to find something else out. That part is also a lie. You did not make any deals. You knew what you were going to concede to immediately. And then you just waited on the day and you just fucking chilled out for 7 weeks while all these federal workers, while all these people on SNAP and all this stuff suffered. You could have just caved in immediately if you knew you were going to do it. Why put everybody through the bullshit?
At least Fetterman was honest about it. At least he was like, I'm not working with the Democrats on this one.
Well,
like every time there was a vote, he voted with the Republicans.
He thinks he's in Israel right now, so
but at least
don't mind him.
I mean, you're right, Mike. At least be honest about it. If you were gonna cave from day one, then just vote with the Republicans so we knew where we stood.
So we can have an accurate accounting of what, because I get like, they're like, oh, well, see, this helped energize the base. And then look at what happened in the election. But is that what you like, the paternalism that, oh, let me just lie to them about this and then that'll affect their behavior in this way? Meanwhile, let me let him finish.
Senator had exactly the same chance to talk Tim Kaine out of it, every single one of them. Every Democratic senator had a chance to try to change John Fetterman's mind, but John Fetterman and 2 other Democrats voted with the Republicans even before any compromise was struck. There were 3.
Right. So why didn't Tim Kaine and Shaheen and King do the same thing?
Right.
Democrats siding with the Republicans basically from the start on this shutdown. And so the shift to a compromise was done by only 5 Democrats. And that then added up to a total of 8 Democrats who were willing to vote for the compromise that brought that total to the necessary 60 votes. The minority party has never won a major concession in a government shutdown.
We were literally about to.
Yeah, it was gonna like the Republicans were being pressed. Trump was about to give away everything just so he didn't have to live through the shutdown any longer.
We will win. We will win. We won't stop. We won't rest. Like,
and then they rested.
It's never happened. That's one of the facts that moved those 5 senators toward compromise. Most of the people with the most hurt feelings about this.
And also, I'm going to stop pausing every 10 seconds, I promise. This, and he does this a lot, this refrain of this has never happened before, and that has never happened before. And historically, this goes this way. And historically, that you can become a prisoner of the past in the present.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you only reference, like if your only way of digesting and dissecting the world around you is through previous things and you can't adapt on the fly, that is the problem that we're talking about.
Yeah. And
you're not adapting.
LOD gets stuck there all the time, man. He worked in the Senate. He was a writer on the West Wing. He lives in the past.
And that day is not today, sir.
Seem to believe that they know for a fact what was going to happen next in the government shutdown. They have mistaken their guesses for facts. There are never answers.
See, this is the condescension I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
For what happens next in a government shutdown. Only guesses. And in the past, the reason shutdowns ended is that both sides were rational. Donald Trump is not rational. Donald Trump.
So then why do you do an irrational thing with an irrational person expecting something rational to come out? We will win. We will.
Trump is not running for re-election. Donald Trump doesn't care about anything. Donald Trump doesn't care about starving people. Donald Trump doesn't care about health insurance premiums. Donald Trump doesn't care about government itself.
But the people don't think they're being starved. And if you keep saving them from their own punishment, they will never learn. Yes, innocent people are getting caught in the crossfire. Innocent families are being priced out of literally everything. That doesn't get fixed by fucking appeasing the fucking guy doing it. Like, I don't know what you guys, like, what is the mistake that in your brain? Where is the wire not connected? We are not in normal times. The constitutional crisis is here, dude.
And by the way, like, the calculation, the actual calculation of the loss of like SNAP benefits versus the increase in insurance premiums is going to be very evident when people are paying triple their fucking health insurance for being on the Obamacare market because the Republicans got rid of all the block grant subsidiaries. Like, the SNAP benefits not being there is bad, but people going from like I don't know, the average cost of the health insurance on the market's like $500 a month or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're very poor, and then it's cheap. But if you're like middle income, like I am, and you don't have health insurance, you got to go through the market. It's $500 a month, and that's going to double or triple.
So what's going to happen? And now there's no mandate. The mandate's gone. So people are just going to drop their coverage.
Right. People are going to go without health insurance, and
It's going to be ER. It's going to be all ER trips, and then they're not going to pay that shit either. And then they're going to have medical debt, and then there's that whole thing.
So the cost benefit analysis is cruel, but it's there.
And if you do, and let's say you are wealthy, or let's just say you have a really good job and you have insurance, your insurance costs are going to go up because all of the people on Obamacare are just going to drop it. Like, they're not going to be able to afford it, so they're just going to drop it, right? They're just, and then with all those people missing from the sick pool, guess who's paying, buddy? You think they're going to just like you think the health insurance company is going to take less profit just because people dove off of the care? No, your shit's going up. I still need to hit my numbers. Why would they reduce the cost?
Right.
Like that. And then they were like, well, Trump told them to. They're not doing that shit. They're going to keep charging you.
And by the way, Trump is the one who was like, we're not funding SNAP. He could have the entire time.
And took that shit to the Supreme Court. Said, do not give them any food.
And when the states were like, okay, we'll fund it, Connecticut put up like $500 million or whatever it was to fund SNAP out of our rainy day fund, like the stuff that's meant for emergency purposes. They're like, this is an emergency. $500 million to fund our portion of SNAP. Trump tried to stop that too. He's like, this, you can't do that. If I'm not paying them, you can't pay them. Like, it's the cruelty factor.
It's intentional harm on people. It's domestic terrorism, if you ask me.
That makes him a unique negotiating partner in American political history. He has no political future to care about, and he doesn't care about the future of his political party. The 5 Democrats who made the compromise made the guess that they were never going to get the big thing they were asking for. So they asked for and got something small.
Nothing.
Only in the age of Trump, with a news media that lost perspective a long time ago, could this outcome be reported as a loss for the Democrats, meaning all Democrats, instead of a strategic choice by 5 Democrats who changed their position in exchange.
And see this reduction. This, like, he wants to reduce everything down to these terms that don't mean anything. And let's just strip away all of the fact that the entire House Democratic caucus put their necks out there and said no. All of the Senate Democrats said no. And then you let these people defect and you say, how is that the Democrats? How is that a loss for the Democrat? Because it's not just the 5, it's the other 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, what are you talking about? It's not just about the Senate.
For 271 Republicans, including the president, changing their positions and agreeing to increased funding for supplemental nutrition assistance.
It's not increased when it was supposed to be there in the first place. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, sorry, MSNBC, sorry, LOD. You are framing things in a way that is dishonest. Your premise is loaded as fuck. And you're trying to whitewash the Senate and its usefulness and its role, because if he cares about the Constitution, if he cares about justice and fairness and all this stuff as much as he wouldn't be he would be on our side where the Senate needs to be broken up. We shouldn't have a Senate. It's not fair. Having a Senate isn't fair. We don't need a Senate. But he worked in the Senate, so the Senate is great. And he loves to laud the greatness and the wisdom bestowed upon the founders for creating the Senate. It's bullshit.
Yeah. He is one of those back in the day when the Senate was righteous and like everyone worked together and we all got things done. Like that's That's the kind of guy that Lawrence O'Donnell is. And what was his name? Like Chris Matthews. Remember Chris Matthews?
Yeah.
Same guy, except Chris Matthews was a little bit more problematic.
It's they're patron saints and priests in the religion of American civics.
Yeah,
they're abhors. I don't know. They follow they're very pious in their religion, which is American civics, and it is everything to them.
Right,
and they live in Mecca. You know,
it's great when you're teaching civics. However, civics is out the fucking window.
Literally just bulldoze fucking a part of the fucking the fucking White House to put in his fucking Nazi bunker. Like what? And oh, by the way, stop calling it a ballroom. It's a bunker. It's for him to hide in.
I'm pretty sure that the ballroom is like Trump's playpen.
Dude, it is. That's why he has all those DC troops. It's for him and his troops. He's gonna hide in there. It's his little hide. I already found a plan to disrupt their defenses. I'll tell you off the air.
But you know, if we want to talk civics, and Lawrence O'Donnell is a scholar in it at this point, like if we want to talk civics, there's a multitude of things that have gone wrong since January 20th of this year. Multitude of things that are instantly a constitutional crisis.
How about where was all his videos for about those same Democrats, the same 8 Democrats who pushed through all these fucking nominees?
Yeah.
Or there was no way we could have gotten Tim Kaine to not put Marco Rubio in there. Like, where was this candor before?
Right. Listen, if we want to talk civics, the Supreme Court gave Trump unlimited power to do whatever he wanted. And this is the result of all of that. The Constitution is broken at this point. He broke the game.
He cheated. Game broken. He's got lag switch.
He lag switched us.
He's got lag switch and aimbot and walls. Lag switch, aimbot, walls.
Like he's the player that goes into like a fucking Call of Duty game and just like headshots everyone perfectly.
Modded controller.
He's got 48. He's got 48 points, and the rest of us are just like, well, I guess it was okay to be here.
He's not even outside, and he's shooting us. He's in a building in the basement, and he's just shooting everyone in the head from out the. So crazy.
Why do I just keep spawning here?
Make me spawn somewhere else.
For agreeing to protect government workers, to not allow Donald Trump to fire them, to not allow any of the layoffs that Donald Trump has executed during the shutdown to hold. All of those people will be rehired because of what Tim Kaine negotiated. They will all get back pay.
That was going to happen anyway.
There was nothing unusual in what those 5 Democrats did. There is no reason to presume that they were trying to sabotage any.
All right, here we go. Here it is.
Attacking people on your own team in the 3rd inning if you're that kind of player. Here's a guess, and it's just a guess. Maybe with Thanksgiving flights canceled and the holiday ruined for millions more people than the 6% who pay Obamacare premiums, a large majority of the country might turn against the small group of Obamacare beneficiaries who they would then see as ruining their Thanksgiving for the majority if the shutdown had continued.
Victim blaming.
Yeah.
Through the holidays. Now, that's just a guess. That's just a possible scenario. It's all it is. It's just a guess. I'm not suggesting it. It's not something I believe. I'm just coming up with it as an example. It's just a guess. But no senator could tell you that absolutely would not happen. Maybe it would. Maybe most of the 94% who don't pay Obamacare premiums would resent the disruption of their holidays. Or maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would be generous about it. Maybe they would be thankful on Thanksgiving that they personally didn't have to pay higher Obamacare premiums and want to help those other people. Maybe they would want senators to keep fighting for that 6% of the country. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Everyone's guess is as good as everyone else's guess. That's in the
not true.
nature of.
He's speaking things that just aren't true at this point. Not everyone's guess is as good as everyone else's guess. Lawrence O'Donnell's guess is probably a lot better than most people's guesses.
I bet his guess is better than Trump's guess, or all guesses just guesses.
Is he just saying that, it's made up and the points don't matter? Is that where we're going?
He says you don't know that the impacts of the shutdown on people's holiday season. You don't know if that would have convinced Republicans.
I mean,
you don't know.
I think that my guess is better than most. I have degrees in both political science and government. And I would say that the pressure put on the Republicans by the SNAP benefits running out and Trump refusing to fund them, as well as the airport delays, as well as, I guess, as well as, the health insurance premiums threatening to go up during the open enrollment period was going to be insurmountable for the Republicans at some point. It already started looking that way when they lost the election.
And as soon as they go to put out the notices to let people know, hey, your insurance is going to go up, they fucking cave before they can even send them all out to everybody so that they can see the effects of this. They're like, well, we pushed it back a year. Great. So then everybody will just be lulled into a false sense of security. So then when these fucking prices jump, which they will, what then?
And
it doesn't matter now, huh?
Right. And by the way, politically speaking, the Democrats' approvals are in the fucking toilet anyway.
So what do you got to lose?
Right? The Republicans are not popular. The Democrats, not popular as a party. Individually, you could probably get some popular people together and say that these are the people
Ted
who
Cruz.
have high ratings. Yeah, Ted. Nancy Mace,
Howley,
Stephen Miller, even though he's not elected, whatever. But like,
he's very high in the polls.
But
who's a little egg Nazi? Number one in the polls.
Nobody trusted the Democrats before the fucking shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
There was a slight glimmer of hope that the Democrats could be trusted during the shutdown. And now that the shutdown is over, nobody fucking trusts the Democrats again.
Good job, boys. Good job.
You got nothing and you gave up everything.
Cause I mean, it literally took like what, 3 or 4 shorts from Chucky Baby and the rest of the gang and Hakeem and all them. And people are like, okay, you got it. You understand now. You're going to work. Okay, we're going. Let's go, y'all. We're moving. Psych. That's the wrong number. Oh no.
Why wasn't he? That's probably why he wasn't at the meeting.
Oh no. Let me shut up.
Of guessing.
Wait, hold on.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
So many of the people who were crushed by those 5 Democrats seem to think the future is a fact, not a guess. They seem to think that when they look into the future, when they see the Thanksgiving holidays and a government shutdown, they can see facts.
Who the fuck cares about Thanksgiving? We got Nazis marching down the fucking street. It's like, but when the turkey and the stuffing.
And not just guesses. But the future is not a fact. The future is a guess, especially in politics. Sometimes the old saying, your guess is as good as mine, is where we end up. And you can think that one Democratic senator's guess about what would happen in the future is better.
Who says they were guessing?
Than another Democrat.
He says we're guessing. We don't know. We're guessing. No, but you're a guesser.
Well, those 5 Democratic senators who joined the other 3 were just guessing. They were guessing. They're trying to make an educated guess. They knew what was going on the entire time. They're senators.
He literally reported it himself. But let him finish digging. He's got a dismount here.
Democratic senators guess about what would happen in the future. But don't pretend that it was something more than a guess.
And that's why he needs to shut the fuck up, respectfully.
Yeah.
Like you're built for a moment that is no longer here.
It's so crazy that he's like, oh, well, they took a chance. They had to take a chance, guys. They made a guess. And who's to say that what they chose was better than the alternative?
Right.
That's what he's saying. Who's to say?
Tide goes in, tide goes out.
You don't know. How'd the moon get there? You have no idea.
How could anyone know?
Bread goes in, toast comes out. You don't know how that happens.
He's just, I mean, it could have been anything. Or anyone. Who knows?
I mean, literally, technically, he is correct, right? Nobody knows the future. We're not soothsayers, but we can impart upon what has been going on and say, and there was even a timeline broken down as what would happen if the government remained shut down for the next month or two.
Yep.
And the pressure that would be put on the Republican Party to come to the table. That's all we needed. Was for them to come to the table and negotiate in like good faith. Instead, they remained fucking obstinate until they lost the election and were like, oh, maybe we are kind of fucked.
And they were, I mean, even the billionaires were fucking like, yo, we might have to get out of here.
Yeah.
We might have to go. Zoran's at like fucking 54% right now. Like, we might have to get the fuck out. Like, they were panicking. It was working. That is the one thing these fucking nerds don't have that they should. Guts. You gotta have guts. You gotta try shit. Even if you fail, even if everybody turns their back on you, if you know it's the right thing to do, you need to try. You have to try. We are depending on them to try. Even if it doesn't work, you need to try. The effort needs to be shown. Everybody's been on fucking vacation for 7 goddamn weeks. In the meantime, everyone's had to do back to school. They've had to harvest. They've had to get homecoming together. Now they're getting Thanksgiving shit together. Like, the rest of the American people have had to fucking survive through all this shit. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers have been literally doing nothing in the house for 7 weeks.
Yeah, the Republicans didn't show up for 7 weeks. The Democrats were there. They didn't have anything to do, but they were like, oh, at least we're there.
Yeah.
Like, we're waiting for the House to be called in session. But, like, Johnson wanted the shutdown.
Yes.
He needed it.
Yes.
So he didn't have to swear in the representative he swore in yesterday.
Grijalva. Yep.
And the final vote on the discharge petition. He needed that.
Well, Trump needed that.
Well, Trump needed that, but Johnson, has Trump's arm up his ass. So,
oh shit! Breaking.
Pleasure to introduce my husband, the President of the United States.
Oh no,
Donald J. Trump.
Oh no. Yeah, let's go back. Let's hear.
President.
Why is Melania there?
I don't know.
Audience, I recognize the vital importance of each one of you to this mission, to our future generations. In particular, I would like...
Oh, I forgot to tell you this. I was going to put it in the group chat. Somebody found her ad in one of those mail-order bride websites.
Oh my God.
I'd like to thank the cabinet secretaries, Congress members, scholarship donors, and various organizations for their unending advocacy. A special thank you to my husband for his enduring commitment to fostering the future. The President has prioritized America's foster care children, and shortly he will sign our Fostering the Future Executive Order. Too many people from foster care community end up homeless.
Hey, we speak English in this motherfucking country. You understand me?
Try speaking American.
You motherfucker.
It's the only language I understand.
On America's streets. It was 20.
Imagine getting mad at her accent. Like, we have never, like, I didn't even think about that until, like, he said that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, imagine just hearing that and being pissed. We never think of, like, her accent as the thing that pisses us off. I was like, stop being married to that guy. But we've never been like, oh, fucking Eastern Bloc. I hate it when they talk. Like, no one ever says that. So stop being weird out there.
2021, when I developed the idea to establish an impactful platform with an important
maybe they got a point.
to provide individuals from the foster care community the ability to secure an entry-level job position.
Okay.
And in turn, financial.
Hey, let's clap it up for Melania. All right, girl, you did it. All right,
Yeah.
come on now. You don't.
You tried your
y'all,
best.
Why y'all give her so many fucking cards?
Independence.
Oh, she got multiple pages.
Fostering the Future, a Be Best initiative, provides individuals from the foster care community with technology-based scholarships to attend colleges and universities throughout America. Fostering the Future sets these individuals on their career paths, but more significantly, it equips each scholarship recipient with a fundamental foundation of knowledge that will endure throughout their lifetime.
I think she's giving scholarships to people who work in the foster system. I think that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
The fleeting. I applaud the American universities that have joined my mission. Institutions like Vanderbilt
Soviet Russia.
University, University of
Road
Miami,
Q.
and Villanova University. Following graduation,
They don't even know when to clap. They are so confused right now.
scholarship
Like,
recipients
what is
from my
going on?
program are prepared to enter the workforce and ultimately become leading executives.
All of them?
Predictably, they will manage thousands of employees and generate significant value for American communities through job creation.
To be fair, they could have had like Michelle Obama read it first, and then she could copy her like she did on the other thing. You know what I mean? She
Mikey.
needs.
I got a brand new Epstein email.
Okay.
And
pull it up. Pull it up.
Let me pull it up here. This is from ABC News. They just posted it on my Facebook feed here.
Y'all like the background I made? It's cool, right? Just a little something for your eyes. I also made this one.
Let me make it bigger so the class can read too.
I have a prescription glasses. You have to make it bigger.
No,
shut the hell up. All right.
Hold on. I will actually.
Fuck the hell off.
Blindy.
Broke my ass.
So this is an email that ABC News is reporting on from 2015, referring to Epstein in 2002 in a New York Magazine article that Thomas wrote, in which Trump was quoted as calling Epstein a terrific guy and likes beautiful women as much as I do.
Yeah.
And he's a beautiful enigma and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now everyone is coming to me thinking that I have juicy info on you and Trump because of this. Oh, we read part of this earlier. Epstein replied to Thomas in a series of emails over the next 2 hours in his typical error-ridden style. In one email, Epstein wrote, "Why would you like a photo of Donald and girls in bikinis in my kitchen?" Thomas replied, "Yes." It is unclear whether Epstein possessed such a photo or he ever sent it to the reporter. In another email, Epstein suggested that reporters ask his houseman about Donald walking through the door. Yeah, we talked about that one already.
All right, hold on. ADHD kicking in. Watch this. All right, I'm gonna paint a scene for you.
Okay.
Ready? I'm gonna paint a scene. Kash Patel's in a field office, and he gets into an interrogation room, and he says, "Everybody out!" And he grabs that box with that evidence in it, and he says, "I want those cameras off, God damn it!" You just hear him turn off. Kash walks to the middle of the room. It's lit by a single bulb, and he takes off the lid, and he pulls out that picture you just talked about, and he eats it. And then he looks in there and he finds another one and he eats it. And he's just he's rabid at this point. He's losing his mind. He's just just eating all the pictures because they can't be real.
You got to add to that scene before he eats the pictures. He does a line of cocaine.
I'm with it.
So he does a line, and then he's like, "I got to eat all these pictures."
So before he eats before he eats all the pictures, he takes out his shield, his FBI shield, and if you undo the little fastener in the back, it's actually hollow, and he taps out a little bump for himself, puts his shield back on in his breast pocket, does the line, and then edit into the scene I described previously. And Finn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will remember you all.
There's one last bit here. In Epstein's exchanges with Thomas, the New York Times reporter, Epstein sent a link to a feature story about a woman that Epstein claimed to have been his girlfriend, who later dated Trump. He's quoted as saying, "My 20-year-old girlfriend in '93. That after 2 years, I gave to Donald."
That was that check.
Yeah.
They're so nasty. That big fucking Publishers Clearinghouse check that he had, that picture, it was for her.
Oh, jeez. So in these emails, in these emails, we've discovered that Epstein is passing girlfriends to Trump like they're property. Trump oogles ladies and walks through doors. All the other nasty stuff that we already kind of knew about, except he's like more just like stupid about it. Like, it's really bad.
Well, he was saying that none of that ever happened and it was all a hoax.
Yeah.
Like I knew him because he lived in town and he was part of my club, but then I figured out he was kind of weird, so then I kicked him out. That's not the whole story there, Sonny. You kind of left out some important details.
Access to healthcare, food.
No, whoa. Not at 14-year-olds at a pedophile's house. No, we don't be.
Let's see.
No,
In
we don't be.
1993, Trump was 50. He was 50-ish.
Bro, I'm not even 40. I can't be around teenagers that don't belong to me. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not part of my family or my friend group, other people's teenagers are fucking irritating. They are loud and stinky. I mean, they're the future and everything, but oh God, they're so stupid. Stop yelling everything.
Security and other societal benefits.
Oh, you're good. We weren't talking about
This executive order.
We didn't want you to agree to
the future
that.
for American children and families gives me tremendous pride. It is both empathetic and strategic. It will certainly be impactful.
Is his lip doing the thing again? Is he doing the...
A little bit. The dude had a stroke, man. Come on.
He sure did.
It aims to establish a comprehensive network connecting federal departments and agencies.
You're like, I'm gonna fire the shit out of whoever wrote that shit. Look, why y'all put comprehensive in there? Y'all know she can't be doing all them different sounds in the same word.
I think he's looking over like, how come I'm not talking?
I want to use my mic.
Who's letting her
Private sector businesses,
why does she have cards?
higher learning institutions,
I want those cards.
and charitable organizations. This will create new educational and employment opportunities countrywide.
Typical Brooklyn accent.
Faith-based organizations.
I want to hear her say, "I'm walking here."
I'm walking here.
I'm
a
walking
vital and consequential role.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
My hope, of course, is that this level of coordinated collaboration will sustain. But today, I call on leadership from these various organizations, including the private sector, to join my effort. Rise.
Look, ain't nobody say she couldn't speak all them other languages. We talking about this one.
Above the ease of inaction. I predict this small spark today will ignite a profound and lasting nationwide movement. Our united resolve will foster a thriving future filled with compassion and innovation.
Right.
Together, we will illuminate the pathway for today's foster children to become.
Hey, what's this? Oh, you can't see the little. What's this?
Oh,
he got a girdle on?
No. There's some sort of medical device. This is like all conspiracy theory, but there's some sort of medical device on his left. Well, I guess it would be his right side.
It looked like he's just like got the little muffin cup thing, just squishing it all up, and it's like squished up. And then you
Come
snag him from the
tomorrow's
top.
builders.
Oh man,
And
remember
tomorrow's
the
builders
I
will
forget his name,
foster the future
but he was talking about how our chat isn't MAGA filled. I think they're filling in right now.
That's fine. Welcome.
of America's legacy. Thank you.
Hey, she's singing this better than Trump does. I'll give her that.
It is my pleasure to introduce my husband, the President of the United States,
Is it
Donald
your
J.
pleasure,
Trump.
or do you just want to stay away from him? Yeah.
She tried to dodge them shit. She was...
She's like,
nope, cheek. Nope, cheek, motherfucker. Nah, cheek.
I think it's very good, especially for someone that speaks 5 languages at least. I think that's pretty amazing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
We know.
Well, thank you,
not a shock.
Melania. And our country is truly blessed to have this magnificent and very caring First Lady. They love her. Every time I get up and make a speech, they say, "We want our First Lady." I said, "What the hell? I'm not good enough?"
I would rather listen to her talk
thank
than
you very
him
much.
talk.
Great job.
No lies detected.
Yeah.
It's great the work you do in so many ways.
Right.
This afternoon, I'm delighted to sign a historic.
Y'all say we don't give him credit? There. We will give him credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Yes, he is correct. We would much rather her talk than him. He's right.
Right. Yeah. The next time we see him talking, I'll be like, "Where's Melania?"
Right. Can you have someone come out here who we can understand?
Executive order building on the Fostering the Future initiative to make America's foster care system better, fairer, and more effective than ever before. And it's been effective, but it's moving in a very strong direction. All of this has been made possible by Melania's incredible devotion to America's youth. Spends a lot of time on it and loves it, and along with our
He has
great
no idea
Usha,
what
you
he spends time
spend
on.
I'm about to say, I don't even remember the name of her thing. How the hell he know?
It's
so
Be
much
Best.
time, and what a combination. First lady, second lady, what a combination. Thank you.
Usha, you need to go stay with your mom. Get away from them.
I want to thank Vice President J.D. Vance and Usha. Thank you very much. Vice President, stand up. And he did a big dinner today. He's going to be on television tonight with the legendary Sean Hannity. So everybody has to watch.
Legendary
I'm sure CNN loves
Sean
this
Hannity.
advertisement. But
is that because he's old?
I heard it was a great interview. And Secretaries Scott Bessent. Scott, thank you very much.
Excuse you, wannabe fucking president. His name is soybean farmer Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent. He is a farmer, sir. Don't leave that out of
soybeans.
Don't leave that out of it. The soybean farms are actually in Argentina, but he is a soybean farmer, so don't leave that out of his titles. You were saying.
An extremely non-controversial secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Dog will hunt.
But he's right. And Scott Turner, thank you very much. Doing a great job at health.
Didn't you just get out of some trouble?
And thanks as well to Senator John Husted and Representatives Jason Smith, Darren LaHood, Zach Nunn, and David Schweiker. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, fellas. Great group. We're also joined by countless distinguished leaders in the child welfare advocacy ministry and charitable foundations, as well as so many wonderful young people.
Bro, Scott Turner's the only black guy in the administration. He's in charge of HUD.
People who have experienced foster care and used their voices to champion needed reforms. And I want to thank everybody for being here. It's an amazing day at the White House. Thank you very much.
What's left of it?
And right behind me, by the way, in about 2 years from now.
Oh, I don't know if I told you this. The asbestos. Did we talk about the asbestos?
No.
So the White House is very old.
Yes.
It's filled with asbestos. because that's what they used back then.
Right, to prevent fires and all that stuff, right?
So when they demolished all that shit, that's why you saw like they had hoses and shit.
Then they took down the East Wing.
Right. And then they were just hosing down what they could. They didn't put up those barriers and shit. So
damn.
I don't know if it got into the rest of the White House.
There's going to be
If it's-
infomercials.
Yeah. Like, not only is it fucked up that he fucking just decided to destroy part of it, he didn't even fucking permit it right and get the right kind of crew out there to make sure you don't have fumes. You can't have fumes for that stuff. Because, I mean, any particulate is mesothelioma.
Right. No, there's going to be infomercials. Hey, before I forget, everyone like and subscribe. Become a member. Do the thing.
Do it. Push all the buttons.
Push all
your
the buttons.
goddamn button. You heard what she said.
We'll use a much bigger room because we had to turn away a lot of people. And it'll be right here. This will be the entrance. That's a knockout paddle. It's called the knockout. It looks pretty nice right now. It's going to look a lot better in a little while.
Could he
and
stop
we're going to go from this room
over
into
the
a room that
ballroom for
seats
2
a few
goddamn
people.
seconds?
And it's going to be beautiful.
His
But
dollhouse,
I
and
just
you're gonna
noticed
look
I
at it,
happened to
damn
be
it.
standing here, Peter, and I thought I might as well get you shot right now. A nice, beautiful shot at the future entrance to something that's really become very popular, the ballroom. They've wanted it for 100
very popular.
years, and they're getting it, and they're getting the best. It'll be the best anywhere in the world.
We all better get
Each year, more
invited.
than 15,000
Yeah, are all 300 million of us fitting in that motherfucker?
young people age out of the foster care system, and unfortunately, too many struggle to become self-sufficient. The order I will sign in a few moments will provide vital new resources to help young people transition out of the foster care
you said
system and live
transition.
a very
Get 'em outta
happy and
here.
a very successful life.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't be saying woke shit like transition, Trump. What the fuck? Get out of here.
Very, very successful. With this order, I'm directing the heads of the key federal departments and agencies to establish a Fostering the Future
You do the Lord's
program in
work, eh?
coordination
I
with our
trust your
wonderful
judgment.
First Lady's office. They're coordinating, and they've already been coordinating for quite some time. And
You just got to pop in every once in a while and get the riffraff out.
Unleash hell.
I think it's, I hear it's going really well. You're going to have some, when she gets involved in things, it works. I can tell you that.
Execute
Under this
orders.
major new initiative, great American companies and institutions will be signing a pledge to invest in teaching, training, and mentoring America's youth who are transitioning out of the foster care system. This will help provide jobs,
Yeah, be careful with
education,
that
and
word,
personal
Trump.
development opportunities to fantastic young people who truly need and deserve them, and they're going to get them. A terrific example of the impact these programs can have is Eric Alvarez from Omaha, Nebraska, who is with us today. Where's Eric? Where is he? Stand up. Good-looking guy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, hornball.
Good-looking guy.
Keep it down over there.
Eric
Grandpa.
and his siblings were
Keep your
placed in
shirt on.
foster care for a year when he was 9. He entered the child welfare system again when he was 15, and today he credits a mentoring and mentorship and work experience program for foster youth with helping him to finish high school and start his adult life. And he did really well in high school, by the way, really a great student, but he starts life on the right foot, right? Wouldn't you say? I mean, I think you better say yes, otherwise I'm in big trouble. Otherwise, I'm all by myself up here, Eric. That would be, I hear you're doing incredibly. Now, after graduating from the University of Nebraska and interning for
I'm sorry, but people fall for this shit. Like, this is like, what an orator. Like, this is some cornball shit.
Congressman Don Bacon, Eric is pursuing a master's degree
Brother
at
of
the George Washington University, and he is a cadet in the Air Force ROTC, who'll be commissioned as an officer upon graduation. And Eric, I just want to say, great job. You've really been outstanding, and I think that's probably
better
why you were
trim
chosen.
that hair,
out of so many
motherfucker.
people. You've done a fantastic job. Congratulations. The new initiative we're establishing will also
First
create
Lady,
an
you're rubbing my
opportunity for
chest.
foster youth to take full responsibility of the federal tax credit scholarship program established by the One Big Beautiful
Get
Bill.
the tax credit?
So many things, tax cuts,
That ain't a real scholarship,
regulation
though.
cuts, so many things. The biggest.
So just pay for school, and then when you're done, write
Yeah.
on your tax.
ever passed in the history of our country. I call it the Great Big Beautiful Bill. I changed the name a little bit to make it even more sublime. But it is, there's so many things in.
Tim, he needed it to be closer to God. That is why he called it the greater.
I do like he's like, I gotta get into heaven. I don't think they're gonna let me in, but I gotta get in.
They're not gonna let you in, dude.
They're not gonna let you in, bro.
Mike Johnson's not even getting in. And you think you have a shot? I mean, Mike Johnson's only sin is that his Grindr app is right next to his fucking personal accountability app with his son.
There for everybody. We had a choice. We could have done it in 9 different bills or try for the one, and everybody said, no, let's do it in 9. It'll be easier. Actually, it wouldn't have gotten.
That was you. You said that.
You said those things.
No, you said that. Not everybody said that. You were like, no, I want it together. And I want it called the One Big Beautiful Bill. You said that. I'll play the clip. You said
done. And JD and I and Scott and all of us got together and we said, let's give it a shot. And we got it passed. And it was an amazing thing, but it's going to help a lot of people. There's never been anything like it. It's in one bill.
There is a reason for that.
There's never been anything close. And when you see what's going on with the Democrats, we're lucky we got it passed because we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is implement it now. And we'll be implementing it all over the place.
We'll be implementing it all over the place. I'll be implementing everywhere.
What do you mean you don't have to do anything? This is what fucking drives me insane. Do not run for office if you don't want to work. Like, that's the thing. You sign up for these high stress, high volatility jobs, and then you're like, man, there is a lot of people paying attention to me every day. Yes. That's part of the pay attention to politics before you run for politics. And then you would understand, yes, it is a lot of work to be in elective office.
Oh, I did this. Why can't you?
If you think about it, no tax on tips, right? No tax on Social Security.
Hey, Tim, for the people who are new here, what is the actual thing the government is offering with this no tax on tips? He says it like it's a
yeah. It's, first of all, you still have to pay the tax. You get a tax return. Yeah, you pay a tax return. You get a tax return when you fill out your taxes. First of all, you have to record your tips on your taxes, which
you don't want to do in the first place.
Second of all, it only counts for the first like $26,000 or whatever it is, and after that, there's no longer a tax break, and it only lasts until 2028. And by the way, for most people, there was never a tax on Social Security because it's the government giving you money. Why would they tax you on money they give you?
But he said it so confidently. Clearly, it's a good thing.
No tax on tips, right? No tax on Social Security. All of the different.
I call it implementing.
I don't want Trump to implement on me.
Open your mouth.
Things. No tax on overtime. You get deductions if you buy a car. You take an interest rate deduction. And interest.
Sorry, I have to go back and correct myself. The overtime is only for $26,000, and then after that, there's no longer the no tax on tip.
Right.
People don't make that much money on tips for the most part.
Well, you're definitely not fucking claiming that much money on tips.
Right. You have to claim your tips to get the tax break. Which
I may not want to do that.
And it does disappear after. I think it's a much lower amount. I think it's maybe like $15,000 of tips. I'll get back to you on it, but like it's not an incredible amount of money. If you solely depend on tips as most of your income because you live in a state where they tax where the minimum wage is lower because you get tips.
Tim, I only made $10,000. What you talking about?
It's not going to work out well for you. It's not going to work out well for you.
I only made $10,000 last year.
Boy.
Deduction against your income tax. It's never happened. Nothing like this has really ever been approved to this extent. And so it is one great, big, beautiful bill.
Pause.
But using the tax credit will expand occupational training, education.
Right, here we go. Your tips are your monthly money. The actual paycheck is very minimum wage. Yes.
I too used to serve.
I used to work in so many tipping environments.
And that was like, I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay. From what I understand from coworkers amongst all of the different places I work, get me now, government. Um, it is mostly a requirement that you claim as much would make you have earned the equivalent of minimum wage, because anything over that gets the company involved. So if people are working like a 5-hour shift, they might claim $30 in tips, and that keeps the IRS out of everybody's hair. The company doesn't have to pay you extra money, and everybody goes along with the business. And then all the rest of the tips, who knows how much it was, you do not claim. You just put that cash in your pocket. So unless people are claiming 100% of their tips, which they are never going to do, ever, ever. That's how this is going to work.
So here's the actual info. So it's $25,000 worth of qualified tips, which is either cash or charge tips. Yeah, it doesn't work for everything. It phases out after 2028, and there's also an income threshold of $150,000. So it's really only good, and it doesn't count for state taxes. It's only a federal tax. So if you here's the real scheme, then you have to report your tips. You're also reporting those tips on your state tax return, and if there's a discrepancy between your state and federal returns, you're going to get audited. So you have to report it on your state return then, and then you're going to get taxed on your state return.
It almost feels like this is bait for people to try to do something funky on their return and get busted. You know what I mean? I feel like this is just like tricking them into thinking that they can do something they can't, and getting themselves into financial trouble, 6-8 months later from just pay what you was normally paying before. Do not listen to none of this shit he's talking about. Just do what you was normally doing, because he's going to get you fucking audited.
And financial literacy.
Yeah.
I want to make you aware that Reagan Elite Show is going to be on in 12 minutes, so we should probably like transfer to them in the 12 minutes.
Okay.
Literacy programs for the foster youth and make it possible for more of them to attend the school of their choice. Choice is a great word for a lot of reasons,
link in the private
but it's a great thing with education.
Yeah, I'll find it.
And we'll also create the new Fostering the Future online platform to help young people find the access and really get great housing, very, very important and beautiful housing, healthcare, and other resources available to foster youth and those transitioning out of.
I'm not gonna lie. So if we're leaving in 12 minutes, that means we get like a 10-minute wrap up on our show. I'm not listening to him. He has 2 more minutes of my fucking time.
Melania for the great job she does. Not here, only for. Are you ready, everybody? This is it. Too late to change it. Should we sign it?
I love how he makes the signings like a big fucking deal.
They put bro in the smallest suit jacket they could find. Why y'all do mans like that?
Look at
his little coat. He can't fit in that. Get him a tailored suit.
Are you ready, everybody? This is it.
And honestly, again, we're in revolutionary mode. Don't trust just because people say that they're blue or they're resisting Trump or whatever, and they get you to sign up for all these lists and shit like that. Got to be smarter than the fucking baseball, people. Don't just volunteer your information out to any group claiming anything.
It's in the private chat, Mikey.
Thank you. Fucking drives me crazy when people do that. They're like, "Oh, let's all get this app together, and it says that we're fighting Trump if we get this app." or fucking Dan Bongino made that shit, and he's tracking your every or you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to be smarter than the ball. Stop just blindly listening to people. Definitely don't listen to us. If I told all y'all to go jump in the lake or some shit, I mean, that's probably fun. Yeah.
Unless it's a cold lake. Mikey, I don't want to jump in the cold lake.
Lakes are okay.
What if it's cold? It's like fall.
Well, no, don't jump in a fall lake. That's whack. Who even does that?
Hey, listen, I was out there, out in Ireland. They were fucking surfing and shit, man. Those people are crazy. They'll go into the water. They don't care what temperature it is.
Hey, they're not worried about your fear, okay? They don't live like that. trying to figure out which one of these videos is the vertical and which one of these is not.
It'll have the little phone icon next to it.
There are not enough characters on the little display thing. It's stopping halfway through the thing. So I think this is the normal one. So then what I do is I take that link that you gave me in the private chat and I copy it. And then I go into settings. No. Yes. No.
Yes.
No. Yes.
While Mikey's doing this, everyone like and subscribe, become a member, like us on Twitch, subscribe, give us your Bezos bucks, like and comment on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook, and then just go around to all the other things and click all the buttons that like us.
Pushing buttons is a good thing.
Pushing buttons is the good thing. And we're gonna transfer over to Reagan Elite's roundtable discussion.
When they're up, they're not up right now.
At the top of the hour.
How high of a super chat / Patreon goal to get a bin polar plunge?
1,000 euro. Not dollars, because they're not worth as much. Euro or pounds.
Should I play that thing that I put in the group chat before we leave?
Oh, yes.
Because that shit had me, dude. I did the ugly laugh. Like when something catches you off guard and like you have that very special laugh that's your own, and you don't share it with everybody. I did a lot
in the chat too. I was
oh my god, you're being very polite. I said I am pissing and shitting everywhere. This is so funny. Where the hell did I put it? I'll just click it from the video then. Here we go.
And thanks to all the mods out there who kept all the riffraff out of our chats.
Yeah, they're allowed to be as riffity and raffity as they want
until they start saying dumb shit.
I just might hurt when the sword of Caicles comes down on you. Okay, here we go.
My food was too spicy. An argument for a stronger border. Is Hamas paying Miss Rachel? There's no evidence, but here's what we know.
The cure to neo-Nazis. Here's what a neo-Nazi thinks.
Here's how the Democrats can win. Run Joe Biden again.
Yeah.
At that point, I was screaming. Just utterly screaming.
Is Mamdani too good to be true? We asked this random guy in Ohio, and he said yes.
Taxing the rich? The left's secret bigotry problem.
We're the New York Times.
Here's how Democrats can win. Pay me $1 million, and I'll tell you how.
DEI and SNAP at risk? Maybe acronyms are the problem.
Can women be leaders? No.
We're the New York Times. The solution to the healthcare crisis. Abolish healthcare.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love my local cops. Here's why you should too.
Is Venezuela the new Iraq? We hope so.
We're the New York Times. Here's how Democrats can win.
Yeah.
We're the New York Times.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Shout out to which group is this? Which is your name? Oh, well, well, I'll find it and post it. But they were very funny, and that's
hilarious.
I hate to break it to you guys. I hate to shatter your illusions, but it's here. The propaganda, the mixed messaging, the lying outright, I'm gonna tell you guys I'm fighting for you, even though for the last 6 weeks I've been planning to backstab you. Like, we're in that season, so be very aware of where you're getting your information from. Unfortunately, we're still in fact. It's like COVID all over again. We're in fact check season. Anytime I see something, I got to go fucking confirm it from like 3 different places before I say anything.
Yeah,
because motherfuckers will, like the fucking Department of Homeland Security saying that those kids were fucking putting a hit out on ICE, and then the guy's like, "That was about Iran. It was an Iran video." And they're like, "Shut up, Blackie. You know what you said." It's like, you stole my video and I got a copyright claim for you? Is there a reason why the U.S. government stole my video and captioned it like an internet troll from 2003? Well, that's where we live now. So be careful and be cool. Are they live yet?
5 minutes, 4 minutes.
Oh, we still got 5 minutes to go.
We still got 5 minutes to go.
Oh, I thought we were rapping. All right, well then you dance for 5 minutes.
I won't be on the unbox tonight. Oh yeah, tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Unbox Politics on this channel. Mikey, Mark, and Ollie will review video.
I mean, yep.
I mean, I saw the title of the last one you did when I wasn't here, and it was Tim's Gone, Let's Make Fun of Him or whatever. So
I would never say that, Tim. I said Tim's gone, let's talk about him.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
That's totally different.
Hey, I spent a good hour talking about you while you weren't there yesterday, so.
And when I was like actually not on in October, I say, hey guys, what's going on? Like, shut up, Mikey, you stupid bitch. Why aren't you with your wife, you fucking asshole, dumb motherfucker? Everybody hates you, stupid. Get off the show. Get out of the chat, dumbass. I thought you loved your wife, stupid.
That was love. We love you.
And then I'm like, yeah, well, hey, you guys are making my wife laugh at me. Like she's making fun of me with you guys. And then who was it? It wasn't Allie. It was somebody. They were like, oh, would you pull your pants down in front of her? I was like, God damn, she's getting roasted in this bitch. And she laughed at that too.
That's how we love.
All right.
Yeah. Tig time. I should have my own mini segment called Tig time. Hey, everyone going to Reagan Elite show in a few minutes. Remind Reagan Elite to contact Mikey, to contact me, so we can do that wrestling show.
Yes. You know what? We should just we'll just hack the Matrix and get into their show. So at the end of all of these StreamYard.coms, there's a random set of, it looks like 12 characters. Let's just start guessing, Tim.
How many combinations do we need to put in before we get to the right one?
Dude, how funny would that be if we actually just started fucking with the number and just started getting into people's calls?
Yo.
I mean, there's so many letters and so many numbers. No, maybe it wasn't Allie.
It wasn't them, yeah.
Trying to think. Oh, was it Russell?
It might have been Russell.
I think it was Russell.
Sometimes
Russell was like, "Oh, stop putting your pants down in front of her." I was like, "How did she loves when I pull my pants down?"
It could have been McKinnon. McKinnon also has it out for you sometimes too.
McKinnon knows how to hurt me. He knows how to make it hurt.
All right, so we vamped enough. It's time.
Are they live?
Let me check.
You got to make sure they're live first, or else the people don't have anything to transition into. So we got to wait.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
You're
the wrong button. You're the wrong button. That's the wrong stream.
Oh, and they're apparently Cash Patel and his girlfriend. So Stephen Miller and Cash Patel, like their girlfriends are losing their cool.
I've heard this.
Like, what's her face went on Piers Morgan? Oh, maybe we'll do that tonight.
Allie says, go now.
Katie Miller went on Piers Morgan show and went berserk on Cenk Uygur. And Cenk was actually not actually being mean to her. You called me a liar. That's anti-Semitic.
Russell says wasn't me.
I'll find it. I'll find who did this to me. It was funny though. It's all love. It was just funny. Because she was sitting there right next to me. She's like, look. I was like, what the fuck? You guys are on her side. All right.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going. All right. We will see you guys soon. Have a good weekend. Drink lots of water. Get any immunizations that you need. Flu season is here.
Yes.
Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and drink your me.